You're the minority here, buddy.
Without context,
The rest of us are left-handed, nigga.
No, but I'm saying without context, you just hit live and you said that with it. That's wild.
That's facts.
Hey, yo, Christy, shouts to you for getting what you got, like 1,000, 1.4K? No, 1.4, yeah. 1,000, no, well, 1,400
Thank you.
followers or something.
Oh, yeah, 1,200 followers.
That's what's up.
Yes. Hopefully TikTok stays a thing because that was a lot of work.
Well, yeah. That's the one thing about these
platforms.
Hey, McKenna. One thing about these platforms is they'll switch up their algorithms in a minute. And then give you the information.
Nigga! Yo, they'll switch it up and give you the information like a month later. What I'm
saying? And you sitting there going, how come I'm not getting as many?
And then you got all the people understandably wrong on there talking about I've been shadow banned.
Right.
No, calm down.
Right.
You have not been shadow banned. They just switched it up a little bit on you, but they ain't telling shit.
Right.
I hate when people are all over TikTok. Please like this because I think I've been shadow banned. Oh my God, please shut up.
Listen, you're not that controversial.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I know you think you're a rebel.
Terry, you have 3,000 followers. I promise you,
Yeah.
Nobody is going after you.
The feds ain't after you. The Chinese government ain't after you.
Right. It's not. You ain't at that level yet.
Bro, you're not Andrew Tate, my guy.
Bro, let me tell you something. I chuckle all the time when I see people who really believe that they are more important to the system than they actually are, or the system is more work. Like, yo, do you really believe that? How delusional are you? Like, they don't care about you.
They say like they be like, oh, you know who they are? Like they. I'm like, who's they?
Yeah, like, who's this ambiguous they?
If they are looking for you, my nigga, or you think they're looking for you
already?
First off, yeah, they already found you. Then immediately stop what you're doing. Stop the fucking.
People are crazy. You know, I always got to watch out for the man. Look, bro, he's not looking at you. He don't care about
attention, nothing.
He can't see you.
I know you think the stuff you're doing is so groundbreaking, so innovative, and so shocking to the system that they're going to come to the agents. They're going to send.
Oh God,
that's not what's happening, B. That dance you did. There's about 100 other motherfuckers.
Right.
Like, stop it.
The amount of fucks that were given are zero.
Right. Like, they literally trotted out 0 fucks to find you. Like, it's not. They don't care. They don't care. Calm down. Like, relax. They're not out to get you. What we used to say, Eddie, they're not out to get you. They already got you.
Yeah.
You got a social security number. Stop it. You had a job. Stop it.
You have an ID with a name.
You got a cell phone, right? Stop it.
They'll find you if they need you. But until they send for you.
Hey, yo, exactly.
You'll be all right, my nigga.
Exactly. This is crazy, bro.
They will not come for you unless they send for you, my nigga.
Oh, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Where the fuck you been?
What do you mean?
We've been messaging you all week.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Nigga.
Like, I turned shit off on my like notifications because I really hate getting notifications. I honestly really hate having a phone.
What?
I mean,
but no, Christy. One thing about me,
please explain.
And once I lay this out, these two can attest to it, right? I'm horrible at having phones.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
So I think that's why I hate having phones, because I either lose a phone, break a phone, whatever, and I always normally have my phone on silent because I don't want nobody. Yeah, like, yo, call niggas by mistake and they get shit for it.
Nigga, always.
Always. But since I got my new phone, I think it's only happened once, and I was like, shut up before y'all niggas got a chance to. And which adds to another reason why I hate having a phone, but I understand that I need one.
Yo, so you don't have WhatsApp installed, is what you're saying? What you're saying?
I do.
So why all right, so look at the fucking chat.
I didn't even know there was a WhatsApp chat that we made.
Because we just made it this past week.
Hey, you know what? I probably did see something about that shit, and I just ignored it because it's WhatsApp, and nobody normally hits me up on WhatsApp, so I did.
Yeah,
I ignored the notification.
He just told y'all he ignored y'all.
No, absolutely that's not. But that tracks. Addie doesn't listen, so
that's
what.
See?
Let me see fucker. What up, Betty?
Wait, I'm an ass fucker or I'm an ass comma fucker?
I mean,
I don't know. Listen, I'm not that involved.
That
we don't want to know. If it's the other one, we don't need to know.
Yeah, for real.
Proper response.
Like I love you, but I ain't that involved.
I mean, don't love me that much, money.
Right,
dude. Absolutely poo.
Oh god. Yo, I can't stand you. See ya.
I'm about to. Matter of fact, no, I never had WhatsApp on this phone. Okay, so that's
that explains it.
That explains it.
Yeah. Okay.
That explains it. It is just simply superior.
It's superior to Messenger in every way, yo.
It is.
It is.
So
I didn't think I was going to like.
But it's simply because, like, it's a very easily explainable thing. The app was made for communication.
Yeah.
Right.
Messenger was an afterthought because people wanted to connect. It was an add-on to Facebook. No, WhatsApp was made for communication.
100%.
Oh goodness. I meant to talk to y'all before I hit the button, but I didn't hit the button already. So it got to just happen afterwards. God damn it! God damn it!
You broke it.
Yes. See, I can admit it. I don't have any problems. I don't have any problems with
you
that.
You should have.
Y'all delusional motherfuckers be like, no, I didn't break it.
I didn't. I mean,
you did, nigga.
It was temporarily out of service.
That's broken. Exactly the same thing. Broken doesn't mean we're beyond repair.
No.
And you don't know what words mean.
What?
Break, an interruption of continuity or uniformity.
Oh my god! Did he really
break a pause in work or during an activity?
I was still working.
Okay, let me
to
turn
break,
my camera
interrupt
off.
A sequence, a course, or continuous state. This broke the pattern of generations remaining in place. They were born. It does not mean beyond repair. What up, Go Flex?
What up, BRB?
I want you to do is take that. You got that on your phone? Let me look that up.
Do I look like I have my phone?
We'll go look that up on your phone.
See me.
So you can carry it to the mirror.
There's no reason.
Read the definition, then look at yourself. Read the definition.
Yeah, no, that's not how that. That's not how that works. I'm not delusional like y'all.
You're broken.
I don't have any reason to lie about it. I have no reason to lie about it. Y'all be lying. Y'all be in y'all special places.
No more camera. I quit.
Y'all be in y'all special places.
You are broken.
Talk about no, it's not broke.
Broken.
It's broken. It's always broken. This whole goddamn society is broken.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
well, I mean, listen, that's true.
I mean, it is true, but
you can't even fight that one. What up, free thinker?
Free thinker. Both Flex.
Fight that one.
Listen, I hear you, but I don't.
Don't matter.
I feel like get it.
Get what? The
WhatsApp shit? Yeah. Did y'all got the right number or y'all got my old math?
Maybe it could be it too.
God damn it, Tim.
Wait, you got
man, he keep changing.
You
can't stop keep up with everybody shit.
I mean, huh?
I said he got a new number too, so not just a new phone.
Eddie always.
Yeah, like what you want from me?
Like there's sometimes I would have the same phone and still change the number.
This is absolutely not adequate.
Free thinker.
That's not right.
I wish
y'all like that nigga from last week.
This is absolutely not adequate. I wish I could show this on the screen. I can't because it has a phone number attached to it.
Yes.
If you can see this fucking picture,
oh damn,
this is not adequate. Matter of fact,
I don't see a picture on mine.
I'm about to show you. About to send it to the group. Cause nigga, this is not adequate, and I have no idea.
Y'all gave that nigga all the information,
bruh. He got all of the math.
Now he's a part of the BCGz.
Facts.
Let me send this shit to the chat. This is the nigga who you been texting to.
Oh damn! So this guy has your old number.
Yeah.
Wow. All right,
wow. I'm about to remove.
Get him out of here. Maybe. And what if we screenshot that shit for later? That'll suck.
Yo, that's funny.
Hilarious.
Shit. Oh fuck, Addy. God damn it. All right, let me go to my phone. About to add you to the group chat.
He looks like Addy if he was MAGA.
Yo, no, that's facts though. He do kind of look like if you was like if you was at MAGA, this guy would be you. I
need a screenshot.
Yeah, can I?
I'm about to add you to the group
because I might agree.
Yo,
then if I agree, then
yo, Eddie, you 3466.
Nah.
Damn, see?
Why did you take so long?
I sent you my number before though.
I know. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, so you don't save numbers? You're like
no, so many. I absolutely don't. It's because you always change fucking numbers.
Right. It's so many that wind up in your phone. You forget which one. Did you delete all of the other
whoa.
10 ones?
You got the 813 or the 305?
305. That's the one.
I thought so. Yeah, the new one was 305. Okay. That's because you're the only person that texts me from 305. So I would call me from 305. So I don't be expecting nobody else. February 11th. I'm gonna say that this is you.
I can wear my glasses.
Add to contacts. No, update. Addy. And then get rid of this old one and save it. And then add you to the group chat. I don't know how to add you to the group chat.
Oh shit.
Good times.
This nigga's ass.
And it's crazy. I did this when I was in Jamaica because I made one for the group that was there. But for some reason.
All right, so you're doing it on your phone. I don't have my phone from I'm doing it.
Oh, all right, hold up. But my fucking what's the name isn't whatever. All right, so add group description, mute notifications. I don't see.
Now, what you do is go up to the name of the well, this is how you do it on the computer, so it might be similar. Go up to the name of the chat.
Yeah.
And right next to it, you did that part, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did you click on the little people or whatever?
The two people?
Yeah, the two little people icon thing.
Yeah.
Click on that and then go to participants.
Yeah, I'm here.
And then it should say add participants.
It should, shouldn't it?
Damn. Damn.
All right, hold on. Let me try it again.
Yo, this app hurting my feelings. This just say I got no friends.
That's funny.
Well, mine says I have one, so I feel like that's even worse sometimes.
It won't let me click it.
I mean,
that's funny.
Yeah. How often do y'all talk?
But
on WhatsApp.
Every day.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, that's better than me. I talk to nobody on WhatsApp.
we about to change that, nigga, if it let me.
For real.
Because it don't seem to be liking it.
When was the last time you changed your number, Addy?
When was it?
January? Late January?
Late January.
Yeah. How often do you change your number?
We're exaggerating, but he does change it a lot more than most people.
Yeah.
I've had the same number since
I had
high school.
Yes, absolutely.
I think last year I had 2 different numbers.
Yes, absolutely you did.
The year before that, I think I had 2 different numbers.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
And then there was only like a year or 2 that I kept the same number constantly. And then after that, it was just a shit show. And before that, when I was in California, I changed my number a lot because I used to get those Obama phones. So every new Obama phone that was out, I was just always get a new one. Yeah. I'm poor.
Hey, Betty. That's funny, Betty. So maybe we'll just we'll hook it up. We ain't gonna be able to settle it right here if you can't get it on the phone.
Who can't?
Actually, he could pass over his phone number into our private thing over on Facebook, and then
I got it.
Oh, all right, cool.
I got the number. It's just trying to figure out where the fuck to put the shit.
So some messaging apps, once you create a group, it makes it really hard to add extra people in the group. Like you have to have everybody at the beginning.
Right.
Oh, like a MLM.
No, nigga, you can add people to the
MLM. Y'all just
the ones at the top or the ones at the top. Like,
yo, why did I just catch Bo Flex's comment? Dear Tom, thanks for being my friend.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel on WhatsApp. I got one
Back
friend.
to the MySpace days.
I'm about to add y'all on WhatsApp just to feel like I have more friends.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to.
I mean, to be fair, I don't really have any friends here.
We're in South Carolina? Sure you do.
Yeah, in real life. I mean, I fuck with my man's Lamar. And then there's people at my job, like this one dude at my job, the dude that's from Miami, he said he wants to do a song with me and shit. But I'm down to do that. I don't even know what he raps like, but I'm just like, fuck it. Like, if it can help me be competitive and get my flow going, then shit.
Why would but if you trash, it's not gonna help you be competitive.
No, but it'll show him like I'm better than him. So
you know what?
I mean,
why don't you ask to hear something first?
Oh, no, I'm not gonna do all that because the nigga can't find his shit. So it's just like, all right, we'll
what
see.
The fuck?
Oh no, see.
Okay, no. You should have started with that.
Yeah, you buried the lead. Listen, that's actually something a little bit of what I wanted to kind of just go over in my little weekly shit, because artists be on some.
Yo, you funny, yo. I can't. Yo, I hate your guts. Yo,
I'm just saying, bro. Like artists be on some bull a lot of times, and I can relate, but I can't. Like I can relate that people are insecure about their art. They're artists, and most artists are sensitive about their shit, right? But your public face of your art.
Oh, hold up! I can't
after
do it because it's your group. That's why I can't find.
Oh, so I have to do it. All right, bet.
Yeah, you do it.
You're later. You're when you're on social media these days, the way that people promote these days it's through social media now. A lot of us, because I made the same mistake. Mm-hmm. I started an artist page after my personal page, right?
Yeah.
And what wound up happening is when I started getting a fan base, they wanted to connect with you on social media. So I just added a lot of them to my friends list. And then when I started the artist page, a lot of them went over there, but they're still on my friends list. As an artist, you do kind of want a space where you can vent, talk to your family and your friends without people that only know you for your music.
Right.
To be able to, be a part of that. Because this is your private life over here. I did that. I made that mistake. It's too late. I live with it. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm media trained enough to know what to say and what not to say in public, right? But some of these artists are not. And all artists have certain insecurities about their shit. I've been doing music for 40 years. I haven't met a single artist that didn't have some insecurities about something they were doing. Mm-hmm. You don't want to throw all that out there in the public to people that could potentially want to check your stuff out, mm-hmm. and you putting certain insecurities out there that got them going, oh, he must be terrible or she must be horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to do that. And a lot of artists be doing it, and it's like, it's cringy.
New post.
It really is.
Yo, why don't nobody ever be checking on my shit?
right. The shit cringy, B. Like it's cringy. Don't do that. And the other thing is, there are artists out there that do feel underappreciated for the shit they do, and that's a legitimate thing. Where you will have somebody that is really showing their ass out here. They doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's a lot in the music space, but sometimes it's music. It's some sort of other creative endeavor that they're doing, and they're maximizing all of this shit at a high level and still not getting any fucking love or respect or none of that shit they feel they should get. That is understandable frustration. I know exactly how you feel. I don't do one thing. I do multiple things. SPJ doesn't do one thing. He does multiple things. Eddie doesn't do one thing. He does multiple things. But a lot of that stuff that when you want to vent and talk about that, it don't sound good. Yeah, it don't sound good in public where your fan base looking at you like, y'all won't be really fucking with me. Yo, you
that's not gonna make you want to, my guy.
Right. Like that's not how you
I've literally seen that from like our peers.
Yeah.
No, I have.
You ain't seen that shit from our peers.
No, I don't peer adjacent.
Okay. You know what? I think that's why I never wanted to be famous, because I want to say what the fuck I want to say when I want to say it. I don't want to think about it. I enjoy, the little bit of followers I have. I don't want the world to go back.
You gonna stand on that statement?
If the world goes back in my stuff, I don't feel
I'm not talking about that part.
What?
You want to say what you want to say?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Please leave
me
alone.
This is the part where I choose mind my business.
Yo, shit is crazy. I would just suggest to any artist, I don't care what kind of artistic thing you do and you're trying to get noticed for, just certain things, it's not beneficial to your brand for you to say and have every emotional outburst you can find. It's not, because they'll put it in your music. You know when that benefits you? When you put it in your music, because it's going to draw something out of you that is going to benefit your sound, and people are going to relate to it, and they'll take it in and consume it a lot better than the post where you're crying out for help. Like that's
But I mean, you also don't want to always just say what's on your mind in your music either.
No, you don't. That's true too. But
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying to me. You're saying like bitching and complaining online, But we were talking, because Chrissy was saying she likes to say what she wants to say. I'm just saying like that's cool, but to put that in music though, it's no different than putting it on a post. You know what I mean? Because people see
I guarantee you, depending on what it is,
it's absolutely different.
I was about to say, depending on what it is, people will accept it more from the music.
Absolutely. This is why, because when you're doing it on a post, you're trying to get them to follow you somewhere else. When you're doing it in your music, they already there, my guy.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
Also, when
I'm just saying, just the point of just saying whatever you want to say. Like,
right.
Whatever is on your mind, because all your thoughts aren't thoroughly, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, here's the thing.
People also make music about other people.
That's true. Right.
Like, it don't have to be
about them.
But when you post something, that's you.
That's you.
You can't get away from that.
That's you. And I think we're also kind of past the point where artists like watch what they say in the music. I know some of them do, but we literally lived through the NWA era with nigga this, nigga that, bitch this, bitch that. Like people have been saying what the fuck they wanted to say in their music for like at least.
Kendrick literally put out an album last year with a song on it where he says the F-bomb. Clearly not the one I'm talking that we use.
Yeah,
like 17 times in one song.
Exactly.
What, French toast?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Damn.
I can't believe you said that live on the stream.
Right.
I know. I'm about to
cut that out.
I hope we use a delay, yo.
Hey, damn, I wish we had this shit pre-recorded so we could bleep that. It is what it is, though.
It's already out there in the world.
There are definitely things that like aren't socially acceptable now that people said back then. Like even people saying the R word. Like people said that all the time in their music.
They sure did.
Like you don't hear that as much now.
That's true.
We don't say that.
We used to even refer to that when it comes to like working on a beat.
Right.
Artist beat. You know.
Yeah, but no, we can't.
We can't do that anymore.
No,
I got checked back. I got checked with that in like 2010 or 11.
Right.
And I was like, yo, but that's not what I'm meaning. Like in our culture, like that's just how we talk, you know.
But see, the problem with that line of reasoning.
No, I understand what the problem is. That's what I was about to get to. Like that word affects actual people that's been affected by that action.
Right.
And I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about what I was trying to get across. That's why now when I refer to how I'm going to kill a beat, I just say I'm gonna kill this beat. Sure, there's people that's been affected by murders and all that shit.
There's people that's been killed.
And people, you know what I mean?
But
I'm just saying, like family members.
Hold up, on the border.
He's ass. I know what he's about to say.
To be fair, they're not really. They're not affected.
Your
anymore.
ass.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying because whatever.
Bye.
All I'm saying
Can
is
we
like
kick him out. Like, I really don't know how to behave.
He doesn't know how to behave.
You want to share those keys?
You really,
you
really want to do this?
All I'm saying is it shows growth because I heard something and like when I was in that thread, I went back and forth with him trying to explain. I'm like, fuck it, they ain't gonna get it. And then later down the line, I'm like, you know what? Just don't say no more. Just so this instance doesn't happen again. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you say to people who are affected by what you say. Like you still gonna be in the wrong. So
because when taken to its furthest extent, which people will absolutely
always do
100 times,
they'll use racial slurs and all that and say, well, in my culture, this is
right,
how we say
flip it around. Yeah,
they'll flip it around. They'll flip it around.
Here's the thing that saves that, right? Eddie, I understand your point 100%, but this is how I justify saying that you can say whatever the fuck you want in your music. Is if you're arguing in good faith, I'm only talking about the people that are decent human beings and also good at their craft.
Right.
If you fall into those two categories, I ain't gotta worry about you saying some of that dumb shit
that's true.
Might get somebody in trouble.
That's true.
Like, I ain't gotta worry about that.
Let me amend my statement. Not that you can't. Maybe you shouldn't or think about it before you do it.
That part.
Because you can do whatever the fuck you want.
You can do what you want, but see the problem with most people,
they don't think about the effects.
It's the consequences they want to shirk. Like they want to. I can do whatever I want, but they're not saying the second half of that. The second half of that, and I shouldn't be held accountable for it. That's the other half.
That's what they really
That's
mean.
the other half that they really mean. It's like I can say what I want, and I shouldn't have to be held accountable for anything that I say or do.
That's the part. The government. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With stipulations though, because you can't scream out fire in a movie theater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing is, the same people that are running around here calling everybody else hypersensitive about shit are hypersensitive about accepting consequences. Right. I find that interesting. Like, you tough, right? You tough.
You tough.
You got tough skin and all. You tough, right? You tough, right? So, because you obviously are, because you're going around talking about how everybody else is so sensitive of words. You tough. So since you tough, be tough when the consequences come. It's like when I was growing up, you can eyeball anybody you want. But you eyeball the wrong person.
Or the right one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on the context, you eyeball that guy or that girl, and she turn around and meet your gaze. So yeah, you did that, but now you got to deal with this consequence. If this person decides they're gonna come over there and make it more than just a question, what you looking at.
Damn,
right?
A nigga can't even look at things.
But you tough though, right? So if the consequences come and the person come and swing on you, you can handle it, right?
Yeah, I deal with it.
Because you tough, right?
Damn, I'm gonna get punched for staring. That's wild.
Maybe.
Oh, I've seen some wild stuff happen because somebody was.
I'm dead ass playing.
Back to the mind your business point.
Yo, that's the whole.
Yo, that TikTok that I shared in the group chat about minding your business.
That shit was hilarious, yo. That shit's hilarious. The thing is, right?
I was a step ahead because I didn't look at it.
So you already did look at it because you reshared it.
I know, I'm playing it.
He's so stupid.
Damn, why you had to call me out? Why you couldn't just let it rock?
No.
Have you met me?
I don't know if you know him.
Not in person.
But that's what you like to do.
Yo, the thing about minding your business is people don't realize it's twofold. It's not getting involved in somebody else's shit that has nothing to do with you, and it's also minding your business, meaning stop putting your shit out there.
Right.
Stop putting it out there. That's part of it too. Like certain things ain't for everybody's consumption. You know, and artists need to understand that. Yo, he is ass, yo.
That was ass, but I feel him.
I know you do.
I mean, crazy, but
You know what I'm saying? Like, Benny said, if they are not responsible for their words, then you're not responsible for your reflex of a hand coming off of their face.
I mean,
and you know what's so sad about that? I wish we lived in a world where it worked that way.
It does.
But we don't.
It does. People still get beat up, yo, for
and then
stuff like that. They still get beat up for stuff like that.
But the person that gets beat up has to suffer consequences for the person that said or did some fuck shit.
I mean, sometimes
there's consequences all around.
I get it.
I can take you on a walk around my mom's block, and I can tell you a lot of people who did get consequences for punching them in the face. They just fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because niggas run. You know what I'm saying? I remember we used to talk about that shit. And the white boys would be like, "Oh, there's some white boys like if you tell them not to say the N-word, they'll fight you back." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll fight them too." But
right,
and then it was like, "Oh, but." When that happens, then you have to deal with the court system going to jail. I'm like, yo, you ever heard of feet? Nigga, I run. What you mean?
I'm supposed to stay there and wait for the sirens to get louder?
Yeah.
No.
Apparently, that's what you're supposed to do.
There's been certain situations, like, matter of fact, it's just what I heard, right? Where, you know, people get duff and dip the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Jumping fences and all that shit. Back to the crib.
Yo!
I mean, I have heard of situations.
Oh, okay.
All right, so everybody just heard.
I've heard situations.
Yeah, just heard.
Okay.
Where somebody didn't even do what they did at that place. They did that further along, someplace else during the day.
What up, sis?
Then they got ran up on later. What up, sis? Like, it happens.
I mean, what's up, Nessa?
It just happens.
It is
hidden
funny.
Dip. Hey.
Hidden dip.
Pop!
Yeah, like you can hit it. Like, because it was like, that was like my whole thing with that shit was, I was like, yo, why y'all think y'all protecting that other person? Because I'm not me. Like,
yo, I've often argued that the best way to protect your loved ones is to check them when they're on some bullshit. That is the best way to protect your loved ones. Because here's the thing.
Definition of that, James.
Facts. Listen, because here's the thing. If you allow them to continue to do shit that you know they're gonna get fucked around for, right?
Yeah.
So when they get out there and get into the situation, they're unprepared, and you wasn't a good friend because you heard them do the shit and say the shit, and you ain't say nothing to them about it. Like what I tell people all the time about that old racist uncle that goes to the Thanksgiving dinner and says all this crazy shit about everybody and talks all this bullshit, and none of y'all check him because that's just Uncle Charlie. Well, here's the thing. Since y'all didn't check him, when he goes out there in the world and meets me, I'm the final boss. It is not my job to correct him in the way that y'all love him. I don't know this motherfucker. I'm about to beat shit down his leg. And then y'all gonna say to me, man, this is not the way you're supposed to No, you're right. The way this is supposed to be handled was at Thanksgiving when he said that shit in front of y'all and y'all let him say it. So if you love Uncle Charlie and you don't want him to meet the final boss because he's going to lose like this, he's going to play the game all the way up to that point and get to the final boss and lose. Have to start all the way again at the tell Uncle Charlie the truth.
Sir.
That nigga hit the side quest.
He might be out of continues.
He might be out of continue.
Not, you know what?
He might not be able to start over. I'm just saying, like, he
Nah,
might be out of line. I don't know, bro. Look, depends on who else he ran into.
Yeah, he probably missed out on some upgrades in side quests. You know,
that's it,
bro.
The side quest would have been sensitivity training. The side quest would have been y'all saying, Uncle Charlie, listen, I get back in 1936 when you was 20. Right, this was the type of shit that y'all was used to saying, and society was different now. You can't say shit like that now because people take uber offense to it, and there's a guy out there somewhere or a woman out there somewhere that's gonna beat your ass out here.
Fire.
Go slap.
Another side quest is somebody that knows somebody that's related to him.
Yeah,
they might not beat him as bad as you want.
Facts.
They might just touch him up real quick. Little shape up, little line up.
Watch your mouth. Line them up. Yeah, line them up.
Little taper.
You look kind of fuzzy. You look kind of fuzzy around the left.
Yeah. So I'm saying, your Uncle Charlie's HP and XP ain't up enough.
It's not.
No way.
Yo, Necessary started with 0 lives in the chain.
Look, it's certain gear that they didn't get along the way because they didn't do the side quest.
Yo,
and now by the time
it was blinking.
Yo, it be on the map. It be on the map, my nigga.
It do be on the map.
Shows to walk by it.
It's right there on the map, and they said, you know what? I'm gonna complete the game first and then do the in-game stuff. Right. Sometimes it's not a good idea.
You might not make it back.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes like you do have to like go through the game to get certain shit and all that.
Sure.
Yeah. But the majority of times, you still
side quests. Yeah. A good designed game, the side quests matter too.
Nigga, I'm talking Skyrim 100% complete.
Facts. And then also, since we're bringing Skyrim to make sure you save it.
Save your position.
Save that information. You know, because
that's facts.
If you hear people tell you this type of shit and then this shit happens to you,
listen, hold up. The whole time we're annoying as fuck. This is what happens when you combine 3 rappers that happen to be gamers.
That's facts.
What about real life shit?
I mean, y'all went to Skyrim. Like,
we're definitely annoying. Like that's a fact. That's a fact. You know, it's funny because when my mom said that a long time ago, I thought she was just tripping, right?
No, you're absolutely not. No, you're not about to do that.
I feel that way. Like, don't call me annoying. Like, I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way.
All 3 of y'all motherfuckers. I promise. But you see, again,
all 3 of y'all.
A lot of people listen. A lot of people misunderstand my point when I say that somebody's annoying. I'm never going to tell somebody I don't like that they're annoying.
That's
because I can just get rid of them.
Yeah.
Right. I don't got to deal with them.
Bye.
Right. Thank you. I don't have to deal with them.
Right.
You won't ever hear me say you're annoying if I don't like you. Ever. Not once.
That's right.
So, yeah.
I mean, there are times where I go out of my way to annoy. So that's why I respect when somebody says they're annoying.
Point.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, no.
I still like to be annoying.
There are times. Nigga want to understate shit.
Shut up. Listen, I'm just saying there are times when I troll.
There are times. You said it again.
You
said it again. So you decided to say it again.
There are times when I indulge in trolling.
There are most what?
But I only troll my friends.
Is Eddie still here?
No, I'm here. I'm trying to get my camera to work.
But do you hear this nigga?
Oh no, I hear him. I'm just waiting for y'all to get my shit off too.
Listen.
I'm about in time.
I only troll my friends though. I don't troll strangers.
Thanks.
I don't troll strangers. I only troll my friends.
It's a different troll.
Okay, that might be true.
Yeah, it's a different troll.
It's a different type of troll.
Yeah.
But most of the
you out here in these social media streets.
You don't see me doing that with nobody. You're bugging. Right. That's cap. That's all cap. That's Cap Marvel. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, the week thing.
That was part of that, but the second part, of course, is so that kid that got jammed up because he shared state secrets on Discord. So you had the usual rabble out there that ordinarily would have been, oh, that's unpatriotic. You can't do that. That's crazy. Defending what he did because they think it puts a certain bad light on the Ukraine situation. Right. And these people have been against supporting Ukraine from the beginning. Now, I don't have an opinion on whether to support them. I don't give a fuck. That's do what y'all do. But some of the same people that are like Marjorie Taylor Greene got on Twitter and said basically they're only doing that to him because he's white. He's what was the other thing? I forget the other thing she said. She said an anti-war. Christian, white, Christian, and anti-war. I said, that's interesting. And she wasn't on, there was a couple of people that was around. I was like, that's interesting to hear that coming from y'all.
Well, hold on. That last part is true.
But he's anti-war. Yeah, probably is. But that's interesting coming from them.
Right.
Because the same attributes apply to Eric Snowden.
Mm-hmm.
White, Christian, and anti-war. And these same people was like, fuck him.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, when Trump was president, when he got out, he pardoned a bunch of motherfuckers. Even fucking Lil Wayne. Pardoned a bunch of motherfuckers. Kodak Black. He ain't pardoned Eric Snowden. No. Eric Snowden has those exact same attributes. So this is nothing new to anybody that follows politics. But these motherfuckers, they basically only have any sort of actual values. The only value they have is what is expedient for them during a political cycle.
Sure.
That's it. Like, they will contradict themselves in a heartbeat because they know most of the people that vote for them don't care. They want them to be disingenuous. They want them to be assholes because as long as they're assholes against the people they don't like, they don't mind. And I always say, so I don't care what side of the fence you on. If you show poor character, that tells me what you're going to do in that position.
Every time.
I don't care. Like that's poor character. To be that hypocritical about the same fucking situation, but the one that's not politically advantageous to you. So now why would I trust you in a position of power? But they will. They'll keep voting. They'll keep voting for them because they done gerrymandered these states to the point where they can say the dumbest shit ever that would not get them elected on a national stage, but local, the people love them for it. They love them for it. So they're going to keep doing it. And y'all need to be really careful. I'll never tell people not to vote. I'll never tell people that. Especially if you're going to live here, you need to participate. At the very least, be able to say to yourself, I had my say. Even if it didn't work out, I said something. Because these motherfuckers taking my taxes. Imagine me letting them take my tax money and I don't even get to say nothing? Nah. But y'all need to be watching who the fuck y'all be putting in office for real. Because these motherfuckers
that's never going to happen.
Garbage. No, they gonna watch them. They're
going to look at them.
They're going to look right.
Yeah. They're going to see them visually.
Film and shit.
They're going to be affected by their policies and shit, but they ain't
Facts. And finally.
I
know
Rock.
No.
Okay.
This is how you know I've watched too much wrestling over the years.
Point of order, sir.
I have, yo.
No, never mind. Go ahead.
So, we're in the process of finishing up issue 1, Clash of Consequences.
Yeah,
I gotta say it's a barn burner. There is a part in there where somebody is asked, "What is your name?" Every time I see that part in the comic book, I'm and the person's about to answer. I think I should have put it. Doesn't matter what your name. Every time.
All right.
Every time.
No. First of all, no. Second of all,
what about
hell no.
What about just once?
No.
That's it.
Well, okay, no.
That's
actually,
it.
wait. Okay.
I might can get away with that one.
You can get away with it once. But matter of fact, we'll talk off.
All right. Bet. Every time I come past that part and the person asks that other person that question and they start stuttering to answer, I should have just put it doesn't matter what.
No.
It's out of that scene. It would be out of continuity in that scene though. It'd be out of continuity. Like the person's asking for a reason.
What up, Cindy?
What up, Cindy?
It hasn't been earned yet. Let it be earned. Let the beat build. Yeah.
McKenna says Mother Demon isn't here, so I'll just say she's been raving about issue 1. Yeah, because Cindy was our proofreader. She went there and made sure we got everything correct and shit. This next issue is crazy, yo. It really is.
Facts.
It really is. But that's my week. So let's get Addie to tell us what this week.
Oh, Addie's not here. Chrissy.
It's only the left-handed people.
He knew that. That's just another instance of him trolling.
What?
He absolutely knew Andy wasn't still in the room. But anyway, go ahead, Chrissy.
My week. Well, one good thing that happened was we filmed an episode of my podcast. Heard it through the grapevine.
Mhm.
But the issue with the space between when we record is we become rusty, like rusty AF.
Yeah.
Everything messes up. All the technology hated us. I mean, we still were able to do it,
Right.
but it was just like one thing after another. First, one camera wasn't working, then another one messed up, and then we were on the phone, like recording from phones, which is fine. But like, I was like, why is everything going wrong? But yeah, it should be out like hopefully by like next week, which will be good. But it felt good to record again. Like that was fun. I miss it. So doing this once a month definitely helps because I don't be recording. I just do TikToks and that's it.
You should probably that episode y'all did. You should call it Rusty AF. That's the
that's
the name of the episode.
Thank you, because we always need a name, and I think that's perfect.
That's funny.
Okay, so I'll end with work. Okay, so I went to Hoodfellas, which of course, Tim, you heard about when I was telling you all the food I
had. Yeah. Y'all trash for that. Go ahead.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
Let me tell you what I had again. I had crab cake egg rolls. I had stuffed salmon, cornbread, mac and cheese.
Our crab cake egg rolls are better though. I ain't gonna hold you.
You said yours are better?
Yeah.
Hold on, I can't. We had them in Atlanta, right?
I
don't know.
Eddie, are you good? No, he's not. All right. Continue.
He probably should put it on manual and then get his critical focus that way.
So
that's what I'll be doing. I don't be relying on that.
The food was delicious, but I spent way too much money. Like, I don't mind if I'm going to eat.
What up, Lost AI?
I don't mind if it's good food, but like that was a lot of money. And the problem
what are the portions like? Well, I already saw some of the portions.
I'm about to say, nigga, I showed you my whole plate.
Over here. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's really.
I had two big ass crab cakes.
Yeah, it's worth it. The problem is when the food is so good, I want to go back. Like after the podcast, I want to go back. I can't go back and spend what I spent yesterday.
Yeah, it knock a dent in your wallet. Yeah,
exactly. And then the drinks were really strong. So me and my friend went, and we both had one drink, and then she gave me like the rest of her drink at the end. And you would think we had like 3 or 4 drinks the way we was trying to stumble to the cars. Like, so I don't know what they do. Like, there's a few places where I say their drinks are just strong. You only need like 1 or 2. Like, don't go in there drinking a lot. And this is one of those places.
Right.
But it was really good. And the last thing about my week is work. So everybody at this point probably knows I'm a therapist.
Wait a minute, you're a therapist?
What?
Shut up.
Bye. We see all types of people, obviously, but recently we've been getting some really like aggressive people. And there was this one person that came in last week, and I had to tell him that he had to go somewhere else because we couldn't like help him with what he needed. So I gave him the referrals. I told him the day before, and he was like, okay, that's fine. The next morning he shows up, and the receptionist calls me like, yeah, he's here. And I'm like, why is he there? I discharged him. And so he's like, well, she's like, can you talk to him when you get here? I was like, yeah, tell him I'll be there in like an hour. So he came back in an hour. I try to go up to him and be like, hey, I gave you the resources yesterday. Was there a problem? Like, do you need some more resources? And he just goes off, starts throwing stuff.
What?
Like saying, what the fuck? Y'all supposed to be black people helping black people and y'all not doing nothing. Starts throwing cards, like our little business cards, all over the office. Like it was crazy. And then they had to escort him off.
Who escorted him? Do y'all have security there?
No.
So who escorted him?
We are the security.
See,
Jesus.
We need security. We actually were just talking about that.
Security.
But we have like a new person working there that is a man, because we didn't have really any men before that. Not any ones that would help anyway. Listen, I mean, it's
say your punk ass without saying they're punk ass.
One of them actually came up and my friend / coworker Dion, who was on here, I don't know if she's still here. She was like, "Why didn't you help us?" And he was like, I was scared.
Oh,
I stayed downstairs because I was scared."
So the question, I still have a question. Why didn't he help you?
Because I'm about to say,
fear is not,
it's not about a lack of fear. That's
right.
not
what bravery is.
It's fine to be scared.
Not what bravery
is.
But you're still supposed to do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
So we have a new person. Well, I mean, I don't know if most people know, but some of y'all know. Mo, he lives with me, but he works with us now. And he came out of his office. I didn't even see his feet touch the ground. As soon as he heard all this, he
nigga
flew
floated
out there. So much so they call him a ninja now at work because they don't know how. They was like, "No, that's a Power Ranger." Like, I don't know what happened. So he helped him and Dion helped escort him out. Okay. And then we had to call the police. It was a whole thing.
Well, shout out to Mo and Dion for putting hands on. See, what's up, Joe? See, my issue is the reason y'all really need security is because therapists ain't supposed to be re-traumatizing people. And if I'm a therapist and been there tossing shit around, I'm going to re-traumatize you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
You know what? The crazy thing is Dion always has my back. And every time something has happened, she hasn't been right there, but she flies up there too. So like she was doing something at the time and she thought we was just laughing and having a good time. Right. Yeah. And then she realized what was happening and she like hung up with a person real quick and came up there. Like we all have to do this together because we don't have security. And unfortunately the field of like mental health, like we really should have security.
Absolutely.
Like people do a lot of things when they're not right.
That's
like
a fact.
So yeah, I'm not about to risk my life for this job. But that's kind of what it's been like recently. It's been a lot of people, and I know it's because they hurting and they need stuff. But listen, my life is still my life. So
your life, bro, your life is still that need to be on a shirt. Yo, my life is still my life. Like I feel for you,
right?
But my life is still my life.
Because at the end of the day, like you're going through shit too.
Exactly, like
turn your shit down a little bit, bro. Yeah. Just a little bit.
So that
I ain't changed no settings.
The good part at work, we've been trying to do stuff with our clients, our regulars. So we had like a spirit week this week. We all like dressed up and like did activities with them. And on Thursday we did karaoke with the clients, and that was fun. So we have a lot of fun, but it's just like sometimes stuff gets put into perspective. Like, okay, we still doing a dangerous job. We had fun, but sometimes stuff still pops off.
Right.
Hold on, you say you go out and do karaoke with them, like at bars and shit?
No.
Oh, no. My bad. I was thinking like,
we did karaoke in our building.
Oh, okay, that's different.
They was having so much fun. There was one client sung Prince. Like, we was having a good time.
That's good.
We had food, like, we make it fun. They have to do groups and stuff, but then we have fun too.
That's what's up.
Right. So yeah, that was my week.
That's pretty good. What about you, Eddie?
Niggas is hoes.
I mean,
niggas is hoes.
Niggas. No, I mean that's like I ain't gonna hold you. That's just facts.
It's facts.
Niggas is hoes.
That's where it starts.
You want to elaborate?
Right.
Oh, I'm definitely going to elaborate. So this Friday, right? We had this town hall. And the town hall for my job is where once a month we all come together. We talk about the metrics and everything, the accidents that happen, and the new improvements that they're going to do at the building and everything. Which was cool. It's fine. I didn't get Employee of the Month, but whatever. Fuck them. So that was the first meeting.
Just 1 second.
What's that?
So you actually feel aggrieved that you didn't get Employee of the Month?
I mean, low key, yes. But to be fair, they only started doing it. This is like the second time they've done Employee of the Month. But it's like, yo, fam, I've been here for like going on 2 years. Like, and I know.
You've been there for 2 years. So you think that because you've been there for 2 years?
No, I think my work ethic. So, but I understand. I get it.
I was just asking because I've had similar situations with employees that think that because they're there. I'm just saying, I'm
I just don't be there. Like I'm heavily involved.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. His caveat is, I be busting ass around here too. I'm just saying my experience. I've had employees who've been there, and their work is adequate.
Well,
right?
Hold up. Okay.
But I'm just saying their work is okay, right? But it's not. It has never been stellar.
But that's my point.
And
so
then,
when there's somebody who like misses days on top of days on top of days, and they get the shit,
right?
And like they take like 30-minute breaks for their 15 hour and a half lunches.
Yo.
And y'all be all.
I know what you about to say. James.
Land.
Go ahead.
And they be on my top about breaks and lunches and all that shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm a dock master. So when FedEx comes, I can't take a break after a certain time because I got to make sure I'm able to open the bay door so they can get the loads that we have for them. Phrasing. So so they be on my ass about that.
You gonna follow that up with so they be on my ass about that?
Woo!
I was hoping y'all would have hold me for it.
I mean,
but I forgot that you can't depend on humans to do the better thing. But
you're correct. You're so correct.
You are correct, sir.
I have to be there, and I've been doing that shit. And I'm like, and everybody's like, this nigga got employee of the month.
Yo, let me tell you something. When you in a situation like that, when you win an award, the last thing you want to hear is grumbling around the side.
Yo, the nigga was in it. Right. Yeah, he was there for the award, but it was just like everybody was like, I guess, man.
So
like,
glad.
I
guess. Damn.
Everybody always asks where this man be at, but the
So how did he get employee of the month?
He's fucking the bus.
Because hey yo, listen.
Start looking into things.
Not literally. He's not doing that.
Yo, you don't know that. And secondly,
I don't know that, but he is damn sure sucking a lot of dick.
This man said, people always asking where he be.
That's where he be at.
Right.
Hey, listen, yo,
he be gone. He still get employee of the month. He's sucking dick.
Yo, the on-site manager said the reason why this man is getting the employee of the month is because every day he gives him like notes and shit. He gives him a bunch of notes about what's going on in the warehouse and what he needs and all this shit. I'm like, yeah, but the nigga don't really do work. If anything, he's just complaining about shit that's wrong. And
I'm sorry, is that not a task that somebody is supposed to do as a part of their job description?
Yes, you're supposed to do that.
All right.
But this nigga misses so many fucking days because I ain't gonna hold you. He's been there for like 5-6 years. Well, 10 years because he was there for like 4 years and then left and then came back and did the other 6 or whatever. So like he kind of has like a lot of pull.
Yeah, that's it.
He's been there so long. Listen,
that's
the stuff that you can do when you've been at your job for a while.
Nigga.
And man, yo, you get pulled with shit.
Nigga. Yeah. Don't get me started.
Yo, you talking to
I've been in that bitch 16 years.
Perk.
Like to be real, I'm not really mad that he got it, but other people in his department are mad. And I know they work, if not harder, just as hard as him. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand what their grievance is. My grievance is just like, I already know I'm not getting an employee of the month.
If they work, but my thing is, if they work harder than him, then yeah, I see that. If they work just as hard as him, somebody got to get it.
Yeah, that's true. And then at that point, then it might as well be him.
Yeah, like if you work just as hard, like they're not gonna give all of y'all employee of the month at one time. Like, chill.
Yeah, no.
I mean, employee of the month this month, 3rd floor.
Right, right.
What?
Exactly. Yo, it's funny that you say that, Addie, too, because years ago I was working at this restaurant called Sizzlers. I don't even think it's still around anymore. Steakhouse, right?
That's back in the day.
And the reason I took the job is because I got in trouble, and before I went to court, I needed a gig. I didn't want to go in court and tell the judge,
I ain't got no job.
I ain't do right. nah, right. So I got the job, and I came to work every day because I needed to be, just in case I needed a reference or something. I wanted somebody to come up there and speak up for the kid, because what I did was ridiculous, right? So so I wound up winning Employee of the Month. There was only one other person that did what I did up there. This girl.
You got a time machine, Cindy?
I mean, it's Florida.
It might be there. They might still have that's true. They might have Genos and shit down there.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? But she was pissed. She was pissed that she didn't get Employee of the Month when they gave me Employee of the Month. And she made such a stink about it, they wound up giving it to her the next month. And she accepted that like that was legit.
No.
They only did that to shut you the fuck up. Right. That was it. Like, and she was proud to get it. People was congratulations, and she was like, she couldn't even tell that the congrats they were giving were trollyism. And she was like, thank you.
What? But you know what though? Even though he be fucking off at the job, I see him with the getting shit done. You know what I mean? Like, he's a valuable.
Cindy said that's from going. That's a line from a movie. We're going to Sizzlers. Go ahead.
So I can see why he got it. Like, and plus he's been there for like 8 years, so I ain't gonna hold him. Like, I wasn't particularly mad. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, how? But now that I think about it, like, it makes sense.
8 years. 8 years is a good enough time for the job, but
plus they just, like I said, they just started doing the Employee of the Month shit. So
I mean, like I said, I don't know his work ethic, but you obviously have worked with him. You see what he do. Maybe he did deserve it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We'll check back in with you in like 3 months.
Yeah, right. All right.
Right. You said what?
We'll check back in with you in 3 months, and you better have gotten it by then.
No. Fuck that, because niggas is hoes. So like,
back to the beginning. Full circle.
So we had another meeting. It was a pit driver meeting. So if anybody doesn't know what a pit driver is a I forgot the name. Powered industrial truck. So like reach trucks, forklifts, all that shit. So one of the leads was like, yeah, we're gonna have a meeting. And I asked him, I was like, so what's the meeting about? He was like, oh, because somebody's been sneaking in their phones. Or somebody's been sneaking in the phone into the building. I'm like, oh, all right, well, shit, I ain't got shit to do with me. So cool, it's gonna be a meeting where niggas get checked and da-da-da. So they go talking about the whole phone situation. And then niggas start saying shit like, so what about the pits? Because there's a lot of us here and there's not enough pits for the pit drivers. And does anybody have their own individual pit? Instantly, I was like, damn, them niggas talking about me. I'm like, wow. Because it was like, so if you're on a pit and somebody asks you to get off the pit because it's their pit, can they do that? I was like, y'all niggas.
Well, go ahead, I did have a question about that. So how many times can you say pit in this thing, right? This whole rendition of pit was a lot.
Reach truck. Because I already explained what it was, like what pit.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I take that back because nobody needs you to say the acronym, the full thing out. So you're right.
God,
but just for you, just for you, the power industrial.
No,
truck.
See, this is we don't.
Nope. Now say it every time, Eddie. Just keep saying it because you wanted to play.
Yeah. See, that's what we were talking about. Anyway,
that's exactly what we were talking about.
Oh, so I'm like, damn, these niggas talking about me. And it was like, oh, so like even if they have their shit decorated, because I do decorate my pit, you know what I'm saying? Like I have like little,
what?
Yeah.
Shut up! I'm asking,
man. Shut up.
You put on it.
Don't worry about it. So I have like I was about to explain it. So I had like these little decal shits, right? Like with like little sayings or whatever, just so I could identify my shit, right?
Okay.
So then I was like, oh yeah, they definitely talking about me. And then they pointed at mine, and it was like, oh, like that one right there. Then I said out loud, I was like, oh yeah, I said, yeah, they talking about me. That's my pit. And then I just think about like, yo, where was this energy when I literally got y'all niggas off my pit and said, yo, let me get my pit?
Where was that energy?
Nowhere to be found.
Got to go back to the beginning because why, Eddie?
Niggas is hoes. Niggas is straight up hoes. Like my thing is this, B. If you had a problem with me doing that shit to you when I did it to you, you could have came to me and said something about it.
You did it to him. That's crazy.
Oh God.
Or you could have stopped me from doing it. You could have been like, no.
It's facts.
But niggas is hoes.
I mean,
and they ain't do that. And then it was like, and then niggas was saying, "Oh, I've never worked at a warehouse where people have their own individual pits."
Yo, they was on your top, yo.
I was like, yo, fair enough, true. But in this warehouse, that was the culture when I first got here. I would get on somebody else's pit, and they would be like, "Hey, yo, that's my pit." I was like, "All right, so which one can I use?"
Why are they so mad? Just if you want to decorate your own. Like,
yeah, facts. All they literally had to do was get their own little decals and shit that's specifically for them and put that shit on there. Oh yeah, this is how you know this is the one I use all the time because it has this on it.
Right. All right. So here's the thing, though, right? Now they have like the labeling on the pits.
Hey, yo, Discord is ridiculous, yo. He said, but why they had you driving in a pit? Aren't roads better?
Oh, geez, yo. So now we have like where they're designated to certain areas. So I'm in outbound. We have 5 pits. So I always use the OB5 one, the outbound 5 pit, all the time. And plus it has all my shit decorated on it. So it's like, yo, if you're not in my department, get the fuck off my pit. Like, and even if you are in my department, get the fuck off my pit. My nigga,
yo,
I've been here longer than y'all niggas. Y'all niggas got here in like January. Like, suck my dick, fuck out of here. Like, I'm not.
Y'all do the SMDs already.
We're not doing that. Like, the fuck.
But so you know what? I do relate to what Addie's saying here because when I worked at the Baltimore Spice Company, there's different departments. There's bulk packing, there's mixing, and then there's some of the other areas in the back. There is a forklift that people will usually take and use for that department. You going over there just taking that shit willy-nilly. Now that department doesn't have the forklift there when they need it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So, I feel you with that.
And I'm just like, because my man, he runs the he's like the lead of the shit. I'm just like, because what I said to him, I was like, yo, so after he was talking, I was like, because I wanted to just stay quiet because I already pointed out, like, yo, they're talking about me. That's my pit that they're talking about. I said that shit loud as fuck. And I looked at them niggas when I said that shit. And none of them niggas asked that question while looking at me, which I understand, but it's like, y'all niggas still hoes and I don't like the shit. So I was like, so hear me out. If I'm the only person, because inbound only has one department, inventory has one department, but outbound is one department, but it has 3 different sections. I work in 2 of 3 of those sections, sometimes all 3, because sometimes they'll pull me over to do the other shit. But mostly it's just me picking for those 2 other sections. I'm supposed to have a designated pit. Because if I don't, who's going to do the work? And we just recently got another new dude that works with me now. And he's the one I've been like, yo, find another lift. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been here longer. And instead of like, because I'm not a trainer, so I'm not going to necessarily train you like that. It'll be like more like, it'll make more sense if one of the leads train you on how to do the job than me, when I could just be getting the work done. That's
true, because they got to do production at the same time as you trying to learn, nigga. So, yeah.
Exactly.
That's true.
So my whole thing, and this, it wasn't only him, it was another nigga too. But I took this nigga home one day.
Bet you never do that again.
Ever. And this is the last part of it. After the meeting, I was like, all right, fuck it. And then this dude, Kev, he's one of the pit drivers too. He was like, yo, that meeting was crazy. I'm like, yeah, man, these niggas hoes. I was like, you ain't see what they did? You see how they all like jumped me? And the other niggas was like laughing, like, yeah, like making jokes and shit. I'm like, Damn, so y'all all been like just talking about this shit amongst each other, doing whole nigga shit instead of being real and be like, yo, I don't like when you do that. And not only that, like, yo, I get the leads to get their pits for me. I've done that also. So now I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. They can have it. So when production is slow and all this shit, I'm like, nah, because the niggas want to complain about me taking my lift so I can do my job. Let them do it.
That's also very relatable. Like when you're doing something and it's something that not a lot of other people are actually taking the initiative to do, and people start complaining.
Yeah.
About which don't, because sometimes people learn more about your inactivity when you just don't do shit. Like, all right, we'll see just how well this shit works. Only problem with doing that on the job though is that it can get you fired.
The thing is, like, even Kevin was like, yo, he had a whole like diatribe about like, yo, I hate when I'm working hard and I see niggas just standing around not doing shit. I'm like, yep, I can relate. And y'all niggas want to bitch about me grabbing my pits from y'all? Fuck out.
He wasn't referring to you when he said that shit.
Though. Oh hell no, hell no, because that's the nigga that I was talking to outside after the meeting. He was like, yeah, that was fucked up how they gang throw on you.
Oh, okay.
He was like, yo, Jamie, when I say you always doing something. You be doing like 5 things at a time. Because also I'm a dock master, so sometimes in the middle of picking the order, I have to stop what I'm doing to open the bay doors. You know what I mean? And then I look at the floor after like people QA it, help them wrap, help them strap, band, all that shit. In the midst of still while picking orders. That's
have
why
you
like
always been a dock master on the
I've been a dock master since like last year, maybe June or July. So it's like, yo, y'all got me doing all these different jobs and not even paying me for the separate jobs. And also my supervisor Kevin, yo, but the thing is, my supervisor Kevin, whenever there's anything that has to do with like memory, because the memories are the RAM little chips and shit. Those shits come in like 50 a container, and sometimes we be having orders that needs to be pushed out with like 1,000 a piece, right? He don't trust nobody else to pick those orders but me. He literally be like, I don't know what Jacob is doing, but I don't trust him to do it. I don't know what this person is doing, but I don't trust them to do it. Like, I need my pit. Like, I'm not doing this because I'm trying to like G-check y'all or nothing. I'm doing it because the work needs to be done. And if I don't do it, who's going to do it? But I have a solution for that. No, I have a solution for that.
Okay.
Y'all going to do it now. I'm good.
Yeah.
Y'all want to take the pit? Hey, y'all have it. I'm going to just tell my leads and supervisor, yo, I ain't got no pit. And niggas was bitching and complaining that I be punking them off the pit.
Punking them off the pit.
That's what it is. But yeah, that was my week. And also, niggas is hoes.
I mean,
oh boy,
I don't know if I can follow that.
Unless niggas ain't being hoes, then you probably can't.
I mean,
niggas being hoes anyway.
Niggas being
niggas being hoes anyway.
Niggas being hoes. Yep, you're right.
Damn.
So this week has been really creatively fulfilling.
Oh, nice.
I stepped heavily back into my programming and my graphic design bags. You know how they say, like if you like don't use it, you lose it. So that definitely applies to skills. But what I've never thought about is that it doesn't really apply to like having a mind for a thing. Like as I was doing either thing, I may have come across something that I needed a refresher on the best way to execute it, but I still knew exactly where I needed to go and what I wanted to do. And that was relatively rewarding. As far as work, nothing outright explicitly frustrating happened. Is how I felt when I wrote that note down on Thursday. But it only takes one day. So our department had been working on improving one of the tools that just about everybody out in the field uses. The people who were working on it reached a point where they thought it was ready. The people, I want to say it was like probably, like currently it's probably at like 99% ready. when they thought it was ready, it was probably at like 98%. So they wanted the job to start using the new version. They asked me to let as many people as I could know that, you know, this is the new way we're gonna be doing this. Do it this way. Yeah. So I sent out an email about 9 a.m. There were at least 30 recipients. About 5 minutes later, I get a phone call. It's my homegirl, somebody I called my sister. She's one of the managers on one of the jobs. She like, yo, this ain't working.
This ain't.
She tells me what happened, sends me a picture of the issue she encountered. I immediately hit the people up that was working on it. Like, hey, this is a problem. We started the process of fixing it. That doesn't sound terribly annoying, right?
Not especially.
About 10 minutes later, my phone rings again. I assume this next person is calling about the same thing. So when I pick up, I'm like, yeah, I know, blah, 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 blah. Turns out she was calling about a different issue. So I'm going to count her as a half of a person because I don't know if she was actually calling to report that issue too or not because I buried the lead. So I'm counting as a half.
Are you saying, well, why isn't she 2/3?
Why would she be 2? Because I don't. It's a yes or no. It's only 2 options. Nigga, why would she be 2/3?
You giving people these fraction definitions of their personhood.
Again,
sounds a lot like the Constitution. We're talking about black people.
I mean, I
she's not black.
You heard where I was going with it.
She's not black. So I'm
just saying. Oh, okay. Well, anyway,
it was like that first 3 seconds when we hit live, and I was like, damn, context.
You made me say, hey, listen. You made me say it. So like I said, I counted like a half. So about 3 p.m., I get another call. Hey, just wanted to let you know this thing isn't working. I say, yes, we know it's being worked on. 4 p.m. comes. Mm-hmm. Remember earlier when I said that at like 9 a.m. I sent like the email to like 30 different email addresses?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, about 10 to 20 of them were email addresses that belonged to a location. So like the person that handles the email at the location was supposed to tell everybody in that location.
Right.
I sent that at 9 a.m. By 4 p.m., when I get to my last stop of the day, I had only received those 2.5 calls about this thing that I told everybody to use, not working. So when I get to this last stop, I say to one of the ladies that's there, hey, you been using the new system? Oh, no, I didn't get a chance to. I saw the email you sent. Well, ma'am, it's 4 p.m. I sent that at 9 a.m. Why haven't you used it? I haven't had a chance to get on it. You're lying because when I sat down at your desk, I saw that you were using the old one.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Well, this nigga said, you're lying.
What you mean, huh?
Flat out
you
told
mean,
them.
huh? Nigga, what you... Fuck you mean, huh? And like, this is somebody I have a rapport with. So, like, I'm not doing the professional thing. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Like, I told you. All right, bet. So I went the fuck off. The manager there. What can I say on here? The manager there shrunk. He did not address me. He did not make eye contact with me when I was having this conversation with his employees because he fit into the same category of what I was complaining about. Ooh. Because I sent him the email too.
You're like, me too.
Right. So I'm going off. I'm like, yo, y'all don't. I'm sorry. This is how the conversation with that lady started. I sit down. She was in the bathroom. She comes out. She sees me sitting at her desk. Hey, can you enable Staples on my computer? Now here's the thing.
What's the thing?
I knew what her issue was when she said that because I had that issue with somebody else last week. So I told her Staples works. You can get to Staples. You can go to the website Staples on your computer. She's like, no, I can't. I said, all right. I said, okay. I said, come here. Come here. Look at your screen.
Yo, she don't know how to use
I go to state. Yo,
no, I can't.
The vast majority of the people that work at my company do not know how to use computers.
No, but see, when you say that though, typically that means they don't know how to do some technical stuff.
No, nigga, they don't know how to use it.
This person don't know how to use it.
Like at all.
I'm like, yo, you can get the statement. No, I can't. All right, come here. Look at the screen. Watch me do this. I open Chrome. I type in staples.com. I hit enter. Guess what happens?
It went to the website.
No one's actually
opened.
Oh.
Well, no, that would be a whole different problem. Yeah, staples.com pops up. She like, oh, this must be on your account. Man.
Yo, see,
that's not how.
God damn it. You know what? Yo, see, it's a level of stupidity like that, yo.
Bro,
that shit right there would have had me
what am I doing?
Losing my mind in there.
So then that's when I first started going off. Because I'm like, y'all don't know how to use computers.
No.
Y'all don't know how to use computers. And y'all are saying that something's broken when it's not. It's y'all that are broken. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing. And y'all try to blame it on me. And that's not how this works.
Can I chime in real quick?
What up?
I helped somebody take a screenshot off of their Chromebook.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they was like, oh, the screenshot shit's not working. I'm like, no, if you took the screenshot, it worked. Because what happens with, especially on a Chromebook, when you take the screenshot, I think most of Windows OS, it shows you on the bottom right-hand screen that you took the screenshot. Mm-hmm. Or it gives you like a notification.
You get some type of indication that you actually took a screenshot.
Exactly. Right. So I was like, do you know where the screenshots are going? She's like, no, I didn't know I have to do all that. I'm like, but you do. So I was like, all right, check it. So I was like, all right, well, first thing you do, check your downloads folder. Check the downloads folder. Clearly you didn't take the screenshot. I'm like, you know what? Matter of fact, check your pictures folder, because how my shit is set up, it goes like pictures, screenshots, camera roll, and all that shit. So we go to the screenshot folder. None of the pictures are there. I was like, all right, well, what we're going to do, we're going to use the snipping tool. She's like, oh, why would we do all that? And I'm like, if you let me show you.
You don't even know what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Because you trying to Windows FN, whatever, all the shit you're trying to do, but it's not working. So let's try a different option. So how about this? Do the screen, the snippet cut shit. Moved it over. Saved it. I was like, all right, so this is what you do when you use this. When you hit the save icon, it's going to ask you which folder do you want to save it in.
Right.
Also, name this shit.
No facts.
So I was like, now what we're going to do, we're going to backtrack. We're going to go to the pictures folder, then go to the screenshot folder, say the name, save it. She's like, oh, that shit ain't going to work. I was like, hey, yo, go to your screenshot folder. Oh, there they are.
Yo, you're nicer than I am.
Yeah, you are.
Also, you don't get paid to do this.
Exactly.
Which actually means I should be nicer. Yeah, I should be nicer than you.
That's true. But
it's somebody I fuck with though, so you know what I mean? Like,
no, I fuck with her.
Oh yeah, so then you should definitely be nicer.
No. That's why I'm not holding back, because I expect more from her.
She said that's
why do you stop having
on your account
expectations?
I don't care.
Yo, that's on your account, yo.
I don't care. I don't need to be right in this. I don't need to be righteous in this.
What I'm saying is, like she said,
I don't need to be righteous.
That's on your account.
So my account is the only one that matters, because I'm the one. I'm the one in the driver's seat right now.
She said she couldn't get to the only people that can get to the website.
You on your account? No, I'm not.
On your account, you can get to websites.
Number one account. Number one, I don't have an account on this computer, man. I don't use this computer.
Oh, that's even worse.
Why would I have an account?
Yeah.
You don't even
why would I have an account? Like, what are you talking about?
No, but y'all on the same network, so
no, we're not.
Matter. Oh, y'all not? Oh.
No, this is a satellite office. I don't.
Nigga, it's the internet.
Right, the internet is the internet. It don't matter. None of that other shit matters.
Ain't no reason why you shouldn't get the state. Maybe she spelled Staples wrong.
No, nigga, no. I know exactly what she. again, somebody had this problem a week before. I knew everything about the problem. I just wanted her to be I wanted to hold her accountable for it.
Yeah.
That's and therein.
So I said
the problem.
Nigga, there ain't no problem for me.
It's a problem for people trying not to be held accountable.
Listen.
That's the problem.
I can't help you with that. Listen.
I'm just saying, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
And I don't care. She's at work. Here's the thing. She's at work. Her manager is within earshot. If anything happens, I got the proof. So I don't care if she won't hear it or not.
Right.
I did my job.
Right.
That's all that fucking mattered to me. She can let that shit go in one ear and out the other. The very moment I walked out that door, she could have tried to go to Staples again and not been able to get there. I don't give a fuck. So she's like, "Oh, you must be on your." No, I showed her that it was the same account that she logs onto. She's like, "Oh, well, why it didn't work before?" I said, "The reason it didn't work, I didn't even ask her." So the reason it didn't work is because you're Googling Staples and you're clicking the first link that you see. And it's not the right link.
Right.
I ain't nobody Google nothing.
Oh shit.
Ma'am.
Miss Ma'am.
All right, so let me show you how this works. The web browser you're using is Google Chrome.
Right.
When you type something into the address bar, if you don't type an address in there, it does a Google search.
Yep.
So you're typing Staples into the address bar and hitting enter. That's going to do a Google search for Staples. The first link you're clicking is not staples.com. So that's why you can't fucking get to it.
How are Staples made?
Yo, that was
it's like
wild,
that's why you can't get there. And then because she was being so fucking belligerent, that's when I brought up the whole new system thing. I'm like, hey, are you using a new system? Oh no, I didn't get a chance to. What you mean? So I saw your email. I said, yeah, I sent it at 9 a.m. It's like, oh well, I ain't had a chance to go on there yet. Ma'am, when I sat down, you were logged into the old system. Huh? And look at the other girl that was working. She had tried to hold her composure this whole time, but when the lady was like, "Huh," she bust out laughing. like, what you mean, huh? I said, exactly. What the fuck you mean, huh? And then I'm like, listen, I told y'all to do a thing at 9 o'clock this morning. I don't know if y'all done it or not, but it don't work.
Right.
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't say it didn't work yet. I'm still saying, like, you know, why you ain't do it? Why you ain't do it? And the other girl was like, yeah, I had tried it and it didn't work. I said, I know it don't work, but that's also how I know that she didn't try it.
Right.
If you try to do something that I tell you, I ain't want to bother you, ma'am. Mm-hmm. If you try to do something that I told you to do and it don't work,
through email.
So there's
so it wouldn't have bothered you.
Emailed it, so there would be a trail.
Right.
There are receipts. If I sent you an email to do something and it didn't work, you should tell me that it doesn't work, because it's literally what I'm here. Like, it's my job. When the computer don't do what you think the computer is supposed to do, my job is to make it do what you think it's supposed. Or it's not really my job, but I do it anyway. Explain to you why what you think it's supposed to do.
That's not really.
It's not really.
That's not really your job.
That's not really my job, but I do that part as a courtesy to try to help things run smoothly.
Yeah, it's not really.
Oh, something this, something. No, if something doesn't work, you're supposed to tell me, because then it gets to a situation like I'm really trying to help y'all out, because my boss has the utmost faith in me. If I tell her I did something, she won't believe I did something. Mm-hmm. So if I send y'all, matter of fact, I CC'd my boss in this email that I sent out to all these people. So she saw that I sent y'all this email.
And
so
then,
when I say to y'all,
people replied,
bruh, when I see y'all and y'all like, oh, this ain't work, and somebody say to you, well, James said, and you dare to part your lips and say, well, no, you didn't. You just fucked yourself up.
Right.
You just fucked yourself over because I got proof. Y'all cool. I don't fuck with y'all like that. Like some of y'all, matter of fact, the first person that actually called me about the shit, I fuck with her heavy. Her, if it was just me sending it to her, I wouldn't even CC my boss. I don't need to. I know how we run. Some of y'all are cool, but I don't fuck with y'all like that. No, I got receipts.
Right.
So y'all gonna get in trouble. I'm not. I'm currently. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm currently in meetings that are going to decide protocol for y'all moving forward.
This nigga. First of all, I quit.
We not even
find a job.
We not
fuck
even,
that.
Yo, I am currently now again, like I always say,
McDonald's hiring?
Right. Oh, it's funny. No, listen, like I always say, I ain't got no fucking power in this job. I am a herald. I am simply a herald.
This nigga.
My boss has the power. My boss is a vice president of the company.
You, sir, are the ass's Silver Surfer.
Hey, it is what it is.
The ass's version of Silver Surfer.
I don't even want to be in these fucking meetings, but she insists that I be in these meetings. So, listen, I know some shit about to happen that y'all don't even know, and y'all doing shit like this ain't helping y'all case.
I quit.
So,
if I was, I'd have had 30 applications in.
The problem with that is
it's gonna come
making the rules.
No. I ain't making nobody rule. I don't want that pressure. I'm in a meeting where the rules are being made.
That's too close.
Hey,
your influence is heavy in that room.
Hey, listen, your boy. They listen to your boy a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah,
applications will be in.
Listen. Let me not talk shit about them. I was about to say something, but that would have been mean. Anyway, moving on.
That would have been mean.
Yeah, listen. Everything I've mentioned so far has been absolutely 100% unimpeachable fact. I was about to add an opinion, and that opinion would have been mean. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
They can be facts and still be mean.
Yes, nigga, but again, they're facts. I don't give a fuck how people feel about the facts. That's neither here nor there.
Okay, Mr. Shapiro. What I'm saying is,
it's neither here nor there. But also moving on, nigga, people are so stupid now.
Oh, word.
Wait. I know. This is a surprise.
Tell me more.
I know. I get it. Surprise.
Elaborate.
And they really are good at
Willy Wonka look,
yo. People are stupid and they really aren't good at context clues.
So, Jesus Christ. The first part, I ain't gonna hold you. The second part, fam, yes.
Yo.
I've been having conversations about that shit for at least the past 3 weeks.
Bruh. So the garage I park in for work is an above ground garage. So that means when you park in it, you are going up. Now listen to me clearly. I know that might sound odd. I know that it might sound stupid that I'm explaining it the way I'm explaining it to, like I'm explaining it to a 2-year-old, but it's necessary for the point. So because it's in an above ground garage, that means that when you park in it, you're driving up. So not only can you tell you're going up simply from the direction you're moving, but there are numbers posted on the walls that increase.
You're doing a lot right now, yo.
No, listen.
Wait, hold on.
I promise you it's necessary.
Let me ask you a question. You said it's a garage that goes up, right? So when people see the G,
listen.
They think ground? Is that what you're asking me?
Listen, I have to
G stands for garage.
So
I promise you.
Stupid. You think
I promise you, I have to do this.
You doing
no, I'm just
doing a lot. I feel like a child right now.
Listen, I have to do this. So again, the numbers they ascend as you go further up. Right? Okay. No, I just want to make sure. So okay. So you park, you go into the elevator, you go to get to the main lobby. The main lobby is down. Okay. All right. Cool. Because I know. Wait.
No, I'm just
because I know. No, it's star P. Chrissy. What is? Do you remember what the button on the
asterisk?
It's like asterisk P or something like that.
Yeah.
So
elevators work, but
nigga. So I say all that to say, Chrissy's been in that garage, but you two haven't. Y'all understand what how that shit works?
Yeah, because I've been in fucking garages before.
No, nigga, listen.
Oh, okay.
But apparently, again,
don't tell me that people.
I just told you. Wait, nigga. I just told y'all the story about the lady and the expecting more of her, and y'all told me not to. And I'm keeping the same energy.
Yo, you know what? You could have took that explanation, the actual explanation, put that in Chat GPT and said, re-explain this like a kindergarten.
Yo, so you go down to get to the main lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So my normal annoyance that I see all the time, and it's a small little thing, is when I go to leave and people are in the main lobby trying to get to their cars.
They push down.
They hit the down button.
Dumb. It's dumb. It's fucking dumb.
But hold on. They hit the down button to call the elevator.
Maybe they just went to Goodfellas and they're drunk.
Whatever. Now I've
been drunk in many occasions where there were elevators. Never have I had that problem.
So they hit down. Now I'm so petty that 9 times out of 10, I don't even say nothing. I just hit the up button.
Hold on for a second. Those of you that are watching this on the live stream and might say it on the playback, I need you to clip that part where he says, "I'm so petty." That's all I want.
You're saying that as if that's news.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I need that audio.
All three of us say that probably
I haven't said it yet.
I just need that audio. That's all.
I'm so
anyway. So I just hit the up button. I don't say shit to them. A decent amount of time, I'll give them credit. A decent amount of time, whoever's in the lobby catches on, and when the up elevator comes, they just get on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But, nigga, there are times where they don't, and I just have a good chuckle when I get on the elevator and I hit my button. Yeah, when I get on the elevator and I hit the button and the door closes, I just laugh. So, but that's not what happened this time. That's not what happened this time. Yesterday, nigga, I go to my car. Before I can hit the up button, one of the elevators opens. Cool. That means somebody is getting off, coming from parking, and they're leaving the building. All right, bet. Nobody gets off though. So I get on the elevator and there's a woman standing in the elevator confused. After I get on, she sticks her head out, looks around, and then gets back on. I hit my number. The button for the lower level is already hit. So the door closes. We go down to the low level. She does the same thing, move again. Sticks her head out, looks around, gets back on. Now, at this point, when she gets back on, she hits the star P again for the main lobby.
Oh my God.
Now at this point, the obvious answer is she realized she fucked up.
You just fucked up, right?
So she going to go get off.
You just fucked up, right?
Like she should have when the elevator was there the first fucking time. That's the obvious point, right? Right. When you get to the main lobby, she does the same move. God. She sticks her head out the elevator, looks around, gets back on the elevator. Bruh. What? At no point, mind you, I'm doing my best to not laugh at her.
Right.
I would have failed.
Bro,
seriously, I can't.
And
like,
then
how many
no
times
point,
you gonna peek your head out?
At no point does she say. Matter of fact, she doesn't say a word to me until after that last time, and she got back on the elevator, and it finally started going to my floor. That's when she. That's what she finally said, and actually, she didn't even say it to me. She just spoke out loud.
Right.
She's like, I'm so confused. I don't know which one is the main lobby.
Look, those of you that are watching this on live stream or on the playback, I need you to clip that one part. I'm so confused. Like,
and I'm like, yo, what?
I mean,
what just happened?
Even if the letters confuse you, the main lobby generally has a star, and it's no different in that garage.
Bruh.
Like, it's a star.
Also, when you stick your head out of the elevator and you look, you see the people at the fucking front desk.
Yeah, you see the front desk.
Yeah,
there's a person at the front desk sitting.
That's also G means garage. Just for anybody that's confused, it doesn't mean ground floor. It means garage.
And the thing is, this doesn't even say G. It says
P.
For park.
Right.
Okay. Shit. That would have made sense to me too.
This is a skit that would have been on Mad TV, Living Color, on SNL.
Hey, yo, back to what James was saying when I was like saying, yo, niggas is hoes. People are dumb. People are dumb as fuck.
I can't make this shit up, though. I can't make this shit up. All right. So moving on to the topics of the day. Topic one. These are quick. Question. So Kevin Gates apparently pulled up to a Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Oh my goodness.
And offered offered the person at the window $25,000 if they quit right now.
I hope they didn't take that shit.
She did not.
Okay.
Smart.
Yeah. The fuck?
Okay. All right.
Here's my thing though. Listen.
That's not even enough for a year.
Listen to me clearly.
Listen,
wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. I gotta play devil's advocate though.
Oh, here we go.
Cause nigga, like this is no shot at Chick-fil-A workers, but I imagine actually it's the opposite of a shot of a Chick-fil-A worker. If you're comfortable working in fast food and you can get a job at Chick-fil-A, I'm pretty sure you can get a job at a different, even a different Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
You can, and it is true. It is a workers' market. It's still a workers' market out there,
right?
But what I would just merely say that most people don't know what to do with $25,000 anyway.
That's right.
So it's not like she's gonna be able to capitalize off of that sudden influx of capital.
Let me be clear. She made the right decision, but
yeah, I hear you. I mean, it's not like this is a high-powered position that's going to take a whole bunch of candidates that you got to go wade through. You can literally walk there and potentially get another job someplace else. But
and if you happen to know somebody who is in some type of hiring position or something like that, listen.
He had to double that for me.
Right. I quit, but the nigga gave me $25,000 to quit.
50, I probably would have done it because
listen.
The thing with 25, right? She works at a Chick-fil-A. Mm-hmm. She has bills. She has responsibility. It's not like this is just $25,000 for you to do everything. No, because now you don't know when you're gonna get the next job for real.
Yeah. That's
you don't know when you get the next job, so you have to spend this on shit.
But here's the thing. That's another reason why I said Chick-fil-A, because this could be my ignorance. Mm-hmm. But if I imagine if you're working the drive-thru at a Chick-fil-A, yes, you make more than $25,000. But I can't imagine you make much more than $25,000. So
27.
You saying
it depends on where in the country you are too.
I think
absolutely.
Chick-fil-A starts at like, I think I saw a sign like 15 to 17 or something. Like they make a decent amount per hour for what it is.
Yeah,
but ain't a livable wage though.
Yeah,
especially on these songs. Maybe 2 years ago.
It depends on where you live.
It depends on the
that's all.
But
it's above minimum wage here. Yeah.
Right.
I know. Oh yeah, y'all think
I know for a fact.
So listen. So 17 is 35K.
Okay.
Listen,
she took a loss. She would have took a loss.
Yeah.
That's not yo. I hear you. Listen. That's what you get paying for the whole year. If you listen, again, there's no guarantee that she'll be able to find a job, which is why she made the right choice.
Right.
But
there were ways to finesse that though.
I'm just saying.
There was no other stipulations or anything because I would have quit.
I don't know this
manager. Did Kevin Gates have to be there when she said I quit?
He was literally he was in the drive-thru.
No, in the drive-thru, not in the building. Like he could have the chick.
Nigga, I'm pretty sure that if he's handing out $25,000,
yeah, I'm out.
I quit. I'm gone.
Oh, she had it. Oh, because
no. Wait.
You get what I'm saying?
Don't take that literally. We don't know what we're saying.
Right.
If a nigga's about to hand out $25,000, he probably wants proof.
Okay, see, that's what I'm asking. Shit.
Likely.
But hold up, the proof.
There's no rule that says I can't quit and then come back to my boss and be like, hire me back here, take $1,000.
Listen.
Like
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. There has to be a way to finesse this.
I'll just be like, yo, boss, this nigga offered me $25K. I'm gonna pretend like I'm quitting, but I'll be back tomorrow though.
Nigga.
I'll be back on
schedule. I give my boss $5K.
Yeah,
listen, take this $5. We gonna come up real quick. A little tight, light little come up, and I'll be back here tomorrow.
That's a fact.
Right.
Because when I read that shit, I was like, that's what I would do.
Actually, I'll be back in a week.
But
I
just gave you 5 racks. Like,
it also depends on what your relationship is with your boss.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, listen,
your manager could be on
with my boss.
If you give him 5. Your boss
ain't say no.
Ask you for no money.
Shit. My boss will be like, no, keep the money. Right. I see you next week.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
All right. I just want to make sure you're on the same page about that. All right. The second thing. The second thing is that's the Kevin Gates thing. Oh, that's the dumbass of the week. That's not right now. The Captain Marvel, Marvels trailer dropped this past week.
Yeah, I'm about to shit all over these.
And predictably, people decided to people. I did a whole fucking video about this phenomenon on Deeper Dive about Captain Marvel and women and in movies and all this. I did a whole entire video, and niggas is just proving me wrong right again. So I watched the trailer. I'm like, yo, this is dope. I sent it to Toom. Toom's like, yo, this is dope. I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Shout out to Cindy, by the way, because I told her I was gonna moonwalk all over these niggas in this episode about this shit. And Cat Marvel's her favorite character. So,
facts. So at the moment, I wasn't thinking about this part of it.
Yes.
I was just thinking, it's a dope ass trailer.
Yeah, I definitely want to see this movie. Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's out. This just dropped. Toom. Look at this shit.
Right.
Boom.
We all in MCU fandom goodness. Like, oh, what's up?
I think it was like a day later.
Yeah.
Happened to be scrolling Facebook. Inside of a group that normally we've talked about on here. Mm-hmm. And normally we give them the group praise.
Yep.
And I saw somebody make a post to the point of they shared a YouTube video. First of all, that ain't what that group is about.
No.
They shared a YouTube video that they made. And it said something to the effect of this new Marvel's trailer is woke garbage or something like that. So let me say what I seen. Let me say what I had seen. So the dude, the first comment on it, I don't understand his first point, but whatever. He said, I'll admit the trailer was trash. I don't think so.
I don't know.
But he said, I'll admit the trailer was trash, but could you please explain to me how it's woke? And this was the OP's response. It's woke because it's an all-female cast.
What?
Almost.
I'll be right back.
He said it's woke because it's an all-female cast almost. There's better superheroes that they could have done for a movie for Marvel.
This is
wait, nigga, shut up.
Shit ever.
They could have done for Marvel a movie from Marvel, but they picked this because it's got to be a female, strong-driven lead. Miss Marvel would not have been made in the 90s, but because of women power, we're getting this woke trash, and this is my video. And if anybody wants to come on my channel to debate, I'm all for it.
What?
So you know what I said when he showed me that shit. What needs to happen is no one needs to go on his channel to debate shit. No, and give him no engagement, no views, none of that.
I just laughed at his comment, like,
because there's no reason for you to engage with this.
Nah.
That's what this show is for.
Facts.
Let me just say for you motherfuckers out there who believe that the existence of women means woke.
Right.
That's basically all he said was that, oh, it's women as main leads in a film. Woke.
Like what?
Woke.
All right, hold up real quick. Let's talk about Discord. I get the point you're trying to make, but even the point that you're trying to make is wrong. He says everything in Marvel is woke. Now he puts woke in quotation marks. Yeah. So again, I get the point that he's trying to make. There are so many social justice issues they touch on. I'm surprised conservatives even fuck with it. But again, the movie just got 3 female leads existing.
There was nothing in that trailer that speaks towards any politics.
No,
on any of that.
They are just existing.
Now, Discord is correct when he says that they touch on social justice issues, but they've always done that, even in the comic book.
Comics have done that.
DC as well. DC literally had social commentary on, I forget which character it was, but he was a drug addict.
Right.
And the whole, this is years ago.
Y'all know what Captain America is?
How's that not? Yo, the famous
literally
Captain America
was World War II Nazi.
Where he's punching Hitler.
It was literally World War II propaganda.
Yeah. To me,
do you understand what the X-Men is?
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Right, they clearly don't.
They don't understand anything.
They don't understand
obviously.
it. The reason I know they don't understand, because I told you before, I saw a comment years ago where a motherfucker was actually making the comparison of what the X-Men represent. Mm-hmm. And he was going all in about them being a oppressed group that was fighting for equality or all this other shit, and the society didn't accept them and all of this. And somebody said to him, it's funny how y'all can see that with them, but you can't see that with black folks. This person responded, well, do mutants be out there committing crimes?
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
exactly. Right there. That right there. Right there.
I'm done.
Right there.
Absolutely. There's a whole group called the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Like,
it's in the name.
It's in the name.
What are we?
Funny how you can make the separation between the mutants that are doing good and the mutants that are doing evil, but you can't make the separation when it comes to
black
groups,
people, brown people, gay people. Like
women,
you can't do it then.
You can't do it then, but in this format, you can do it. You're such a fucking child.
But you know
you're such a fucking child.
You know what they could try to say? Oh, well, this is fiction.
Yeah, but they're burying their original point.
Yeah,
but
that's
even with
fiction,
like all this shit comes from reality, like because people live real lives, they experience things, they see social.
All you got to do is read the commentary about the creators of the X-Men.
Right,
but that's what
just
I'm
read the commentary. Yeah. They'll tell you what inspired it.
This is very simple.
Real life shit. They just put it in the fictional world, like.
But like you said, there's no point in arguing with people like that.
Facts, Discord.
Facts.
They got their own slave catchers,
sentinels. Right. What the fuck? But again, y'all,
free thinker,
y'all are garbage. Y'all are 100% garbage, because when we did all these criticisms about the manosphere, y'all said we wasn't being fair. Y'all said we wasn't. What about the good things they did? This, that, nothing. And we said to you that you pulling a piece of corn out of a 10-foot high turd, that corn might as well be a turd. It might be part of what that is, because it's negligible. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You said we were being uncharitable. That's what you said. And then I see y'all going out doing what we said you would do. It's not about these so-called issues that y'all trying to get some validity about. You don't like women. Just say it. Just say, because them existing And then in a movie,
all they did was
offended
exist.
you so bad.
All they did was exist. The nigga, I didn't, of course, I did not watch the videos. But on this post, I saw him going talking to people. Mm-hmm. At no point did he mention anything else that was an issue because there wasn't nothing else.
Right. The movie hasn't even come out, so I'm like,
oh no, this is a pattern. This is exactly what happened with the Captain Marvel movie.
It happened with
when Brie Larson was matter of fact. I'm sorry. When they first announced they were doing a Captain Marvel movie and it was going to be Carol Danvers, this happened.
Yes.
Then when Brie Larson got announced, this happened. Like, it don't matter that the movie's not out. They don't care because it's not about the movie.
It's not about the movie. To show you how much cap all of that was, even initially, I saw these same motherfuckers going, "Well, how come you didn't use Monica Rambeau?" As if you niggas cared. Look, I'm a comic book fan. I've been reading comics since I was at least 8 years old.
Here's the thing: she's there now.
She's there now. Y'all ain't in it, and she's in this movie.
And y'all still saying
some of these same people are going to be talking shit. But my thing was, so y'all cared about Monica Rambeau, eh?
No, y'all did.
Y'all cared about her when she was Captain Marvel in the comic books. Well, I remember back during that time, and I remember that her book being canceled because you niggas wasn't buying it.
Right.
But now you want to weaponize her being a black character against this other white woman character just to say I'm not being misogynist.
Right.
It's not. Yes.
But you are doing that, and you also don't really fuck with black people like that. So stop the cap.
Yeah, stop capping.
Stop capping. Because again, they're saying the same exact things.
Same shit
that they said when Captain Marvel came out.
Same shit.
For this Marvel's movie that features Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So because it's not about it. It's not about that at all.
Things.
They fake as shit, and the problem with them being fake is because you can be fake, but the problem with you being fake is y'all loud, and y'all all on social media, just spewing it and sounding dumb as shit. And the bad part about sounding dumb has been normalized.
Mm-hmm.
That there was a time when somebody would say some idiotic shit like that, and it's like, shut the fuck up. There's enough people now. That's willing to co-sign and double down on dumb shit that somebody else said. That now it's been normalized. So he said this out his whole face and felt no shame. No shame that this made no sense.
Gonna back him up.
Yeah, because he knew people was gonna back him up. And not only that, he did a whole video about the shit, apparently. And basically what you see is he's trying to farm views.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what we've actually had this conversation on the show before. A lot of these guys that do these videos where they're out there bashing women, they talking all this crazy shit out there, or bashing some particular group, or bashing gays. They're idiots because they think they're going to get some sort of big engagement from a certain audience. The problem with that is, though, these platforms don't like that type of talk. So you're not going to be able to monetize that shit. And them motherfuckers you saw that got big off that shit, a lot of them got big off that shit before they start cracking down on the motherfucker.
Right.
So
and there could be other reasons that you don't possess. They might have qualities. They might actually be charismatic.
They might actually be entertaining. You're just a Nimrod in front of your cheap ass webcam, sitting up there talking shit about women. That's all you're doing, sir.
But like y'all said, the best thing to do is just not engage, because
you can always
give them views.
You could always do what?
For them, they could always just shut the fuck up.
You could always just shut the fuck up, baby.
That's what I was
always just shut the fuck up.
I was telling my friend about this at work. She just recently came out, like, she's Buddhist to her mom and shit. And she's just told me the whole situation. So I was like, yo, the best thing you can do from here on out, like, everybody has their own personal things with shit when it comes to religion. You know you don't have to have the conversation with them.
Right? You really don't.
Yeah, you don't have to explain.
And she was like, mad grateful that, because I'm like, yo,
people don't consider.
Yeah, some people don't know that that's the option.
They don't, yo.
And it took me a while to get that. Like, after the whole like pandemic and George Floyd shit and all that, I was like, you know what? I don't have to respond to people. Right. I don't have to have conversations with people. If I'm gonna have conversations with people who relate to me. If that means I'm in an echo chamber, fine, cool. I'm alright with that.
Because you have to find the right echo chamber.
I was about to say, because the one thing,
because y'all correct my opinions with shit too. You know what I mean?
But the one thing is, people they suggest that a lot of these motherfuckers are arguing in good faith, and they're not.
They're not.
So for me to sit there and engage with you when I know you're not really arguing in good faith, yo, I can smell the broken on you from a mile away. Sylvia did something in the 2nd grade. Maybe you gave her some dandelions and she threw them down and stomped on them. You're broken and still hurt to the point where none of these criticisms you're saying now make sense. And that's my biggest issue. These things are not a valid criticism. And then the moment you attempt to apply them to women globally, that's when I know you're not arguing a good thing.
Like my thing is like your feelings are valid for being hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you don't keep carrying that on to make it seem like it's a general thing. Like that was one situation went through.
That happened to you with that person.
Even if it happened to you 5 times, that doesn't mean everybody of that gender or whatever of that race is like that.
Hey, yo, this code on the roll. Yo. You said Nimrod right after I brought up Sunday.
That's funny. All right, so moving on, because we got to get to the main thing, The last thing that's not the main thing, dumbass of the week. Listen, this is a special one.
The niggas
you know how we, well, sure, but you know how we talk about when people will inject themselves into a conversation. They don't really got shit to say about the actual conversation. They had some shit they wanted to say, and they found some loose correlation that could fit in. Right. That's kind of what I'm doing with this dumbass of the week. I ain't even gonna hold you. So
you're stupid.
Somebody posted, smacking ass during sex is old. Lift her wig up and undo a row of her cornrows. Now, listen.
Yo,
listen. It brings me such joy, so much joy, when somebody makes a dumbass joke and nobody responds to it.
Yes.
I took this screenshot 5 hours after this person posted it in a group, an active group, and not a single comment, not a single like, not a single laugh emoji.
Oh,
none of that shit.
That's embarrassing.
I take great joy.
That is embarrassing.
I take the greatest of joy.
Yeah, don't follow that up.
Don't follow that up.
All right. The main thing is the main thing. All right. So we told y'all last week we was gonna be watching this new Monique Netflix special. Normally, how I do this is
what's up, Sean?
What's good? What's good?
Unky Sean, aka Sean Black.
So normally, how I do this is I read some relevant article about whatever we watched, and then I go down a broad thing of the observations, and we all talk about them. I don't have an article today, so we're just gonna do the observation part. So, this isn't necessarily in order, so y'all might not. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. So, my first question, it's the creator in me. Why was her mic so low, bro? Compared to the rest of the stuff, her mic was low. Like it was. Is that just me? Like
no.
Okay.
No. I caught that.
Okay. All right. So I saw a bunch of people complain before I watched it. I saw a bunch of people complain about the amount of cursing. Now, when I saw those complaints, my thought was, "Oh, this is just respectability politics."
Then you watched it.
Then I watched it. Nah, I get it.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's not that it was a super lot. It's that it was gratuitous in places that it didn't. Like
it have to be. Yeah.
The issue. When the culture among us, and it depends on what culture you're talking about. But when the culture among us use words such as, matter of fact, I just did it several times on this episode, nigga, right, or motherfucker, right. It is not that we are incapable of articulating ourselves in a different way. We are using that to simply expound upon and extrapolate and express a particular. Oh, my bad. The point that I'm making is what we tend to use these things for is it's an exclamation point.
Yeah.
It emphasizes the point that we're making.
Right.
But what Monique was doing, I have it somewhere else here. I don't know why.
To me, it was trying.
What she was doing is
sort of jokes,
bruh. So she would show if I had to bet on how many times she said nigga, bitch, or some version of motherfucker, I would say 70 each. And I think that's being conservative. So here's the thing about that. It's too much repetition. So like what she would do is like all right, so when you see some of the masters of stand-up do repetition in their specials, they use motifs.
Yes.
They'll say a punchline, and that punchline will come back several times throughout the special.
That's right.
But in relation to different jokes.
Right.
In this special, she may have done that once or twice, but most of her repetition was her saying the thing, then saying it again with a nigga or bitch thrown in, and then saying it again with a motherfucker.
Her reiteration was wild, B.
Okay. She spent like 20 plus minutes talking about her experience as a special ed student. The second half to me got a little bit better, and the jokes weren't as few and far between. I don't like the singing thing she does with her voice.
Me neither.
It doesn't work for her.
It reminds me of like when Oprah.
Some people do it right, but I don't like the way she does it. She also, it bothers me. Maybe it shouldn't bother me as much as it does. She slips between her super proper English and her B-more
affectation
way too often. It fucks with my head. And then she kind of messed up her own storytelling. So she had this long ass setup to get to a punchline about her pussy stinking. And then she explains that nobody ever told her that big girls need to wash multiple times a day. But in the very next sentence, she says, nobody told her that except for her grandma. So at this point, it would logically follow that she has some type of tension with her grandmother, or that her grandmother was known for giving bad advice or something. No, at least not at that point. She follows up by saying she always listened to her grandmother and took everything she said.
Her continuity was crazy.
Yeah, so she would have kept herself clean, or hygienic.
All right, so I don't like her in between joke ad libs and the banter she had with the crowd. Like, that was annoying to me.
They fucked with it though.
No,
we're gonna talk about that too.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna wait. No, we're gonna talk about that later. No, we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna say that.
I wasn't sure if it was
because I'm just gonna get through these and then
I have a take on that.
I got you. We're gonna get through these and I'm gonna go and we all gonna go in. Bonus points. I will give her this. Bonus points for being edgy but not doing anything super problematic. I do appreciate that. I really appreciate that, because a lot of these motherfuckers that was hot back in the day, they won't take that road.
Nope.
They'll keep going down. Yep. Yeah, she didn't do that, and I appreciate that. All right, maybe this one might be just me too. I'm not sure how she got the idea that a man would have an issue with her being bisexual. In context, wait. In context, because in context, it's not like she had any personal evidence to suggest it would be a problem. And if she was going off of pop culture, then it would follow that she would get the opposite assumption
from her.
Okay. Yeah. Then she was scared her husband would have an issue with it, and then when he doesn't, he gets brownie point. All right, okay, no, moving along. So I was hearing that the idea from her before the special came out. I was hearing. This cool funny. So I was hearing that the idea was that once this special is over, you'll really know Monique. She took an hour to tell us that she was special needs, that her pussy stank really, really badly one time, and that she was bisexual. Those were the real revelations about her. We already knew she was from Baltimore. We already knew she had the capacity to be difficult. We already knew she was softer with her husband, who she calls daddy in the most Oedipal way that I've ever heard of. If y'all want to see a version of this done much better, watch the special Rothaniel by Gerard Carmichael. It's on HBO Max. I won't spoil it for y'all, but I think he gives a masterclass on how to do this particular type of special. So overall, for the Monique special, I laughed a couple times. I had hoped that she would actually address some of the fucking controversy. But she pretty much left that up to like two
lines,
quote, jokes.
Yep, two little,
because they weren't really jokes.
Man,
it wasn't quite as bad to me as some people were saying. But I can definitely leave it where the fuck it is and never watch it again. And going.
So, I just want to announce that I'm leaving the show. I'm angered. I'm angered because I was forced to watch this.
Yo, fam, like dead ass. But
it took me 2 days to watch it.
Fam, same.
Because I watched a half hour of it and I couldn't take it. So I said, I'm going to put a little space in between me and it. And I finished watching the rest of it this morning.
Same.
Dumb.
This was
all right, wait. All right. So everybody that listens to us knows that Tim was doing a spiel just then. But let me explain why I actually put this on the docket. I try to, like, things that either have done well for us in the past or things that we spent time addressing before, I try to follow up on them.
Yeah.
And we talked about the Monique situation, particularly the Netflix situation with Monique, that I assumed at some point she was going to fucking at least reference it.
Other thing. So
had the special on Netflix.
We went through that whole controversy a few years back. It caused division within our community, division in the entertainment community, division, period.
I remember.
Oh, I remember.
All of the shit. I'm talking from Charlemagne the Fraud, all the back and forth. But Monique ain't this, Monique ain't that. Her supporters gonna be talking about she a GOAT. She got an Oscar, this, that, and third. We went through all of that. So it appears to me that the fact that you got another show on Netflix, this should have been the triumph. That, motherfuckers, because y'all tried to play me. Y'all tried to act like I'm not who I am. I'm about to get up here and bury Dave Chappelle and bury all these other motherfuckers. I'm going to show you what my worth is with stellar material that's going to be clever, that's going to be witty, that's going to pull at the heartstrings, that's going to be all of that. And what I got instead,
she did a bad Dave Chappelle impression.
Dave does this style way better than what she did. So that pissed me off because, a lot of people was rooting for you.
Yeah,
I got to say, half of me was, half of me wasn't. Yeah. I was never the biggest fan of her except for when she was on the Parkers.
Yeah.
Right.
She did have some stand-up. That was like, that's cool. Right. But I was never that huge of a fan. I didn't know the personal shit between her, Oprah, and the rest of these people. I have no intimate knowledge of that. So I couldn't use that as a way to go full on.
For those that don't know, I believe she's reconciled with like two of the parties.
Two of them at least.
Yeah, because she's worked with Lee Daniels again.
Yes. Who she threw a spear at in the special.
He caught a stray.
Right? But at no time, I got to be honest with you. And look, everybody has different sense of humor, things that tickle their funny. At no time did I laugh. I may have went, but I didn't have that belly laugh. And my thing with stand-ups is, when it's a good stand-up routine, when you looking at the timestamp and going, I don't even want to reach at the end. I want this motherfucker to keep going. Right. And it's getting close to the end. It's like, damn, they about to wrap this up. I couldn't wait for this. I was like, this is too long. The other thing, you brought up the gratuitous cursing. I have no problem with cursing. I curse on this show all the goddamn time. I have a problem with the placement.
Fucking, I don't like DL, but DL,
Bernie
Mac, Red Fox,
Eddie Murphy, come on.
Pryor.
It's placement.
Absolutely.
And I don't like when comedians utilize profanity in lieu of an actual joke. In other words, I'm going to make you laugh because I cursed right here.
Right.
I hate cursing all the time. Right. That's not going to do it. Yeah. Now, it could punctuate a joke, absolutely. But just putting it around some shit you're saying that's not really a punchline doesn't really do anything for me. And finally, I'm going to let somebody else go after this because I can really talk about how much I hated this until next week's show. In 2023, it is not a reveal worth even saying that you like girls.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I understand where you're coming from. Table that opinion until you watch Rothaniel.
Okay, bet. So this is my impression of this. I'm sitting there going, the big sexual orientation reveal, most of us are cool with people liking who they like.
Facts.
You still got the handful of motherfuckers that's running around here that feel away for some reason. That I'm not gonna cast aspersions, but you care way too much. Is what I'm saying about that. But the average person that's operating in good faith, aren't cool. Like,
right.
Cool. You know what I'm saying? Do you? And we don't want to see nobody do nothing to you because of it.
Right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that to me wasn't a big, and I thought that was gonna be final. This is the last thing. I gotta say, the daddy thing, I don't.
It is the most edible thing. Because here's the thing. Look, again, you know what's funny about this? I mentioned last week that we don't really talk about sex. Right. And then since I said that the first time. So listen. I understand people that say that in the throes of passion, right? I'm not necessarily saying I agree. Yeah, I'm not saying I agree, but I get it. I get it.
I don't think about my parents.
But the fact that she says it, the fact that she says it just randomly and casually, and I had already felt that way. Right. And then her explanation that she gives
why she does it.
No,
I can't.
No, nigga, what the fuck are you talking?
It was
Oedipus.
This is absolutely. That's exactly what it is, bro. Bro, and the thing about it that's so crazy is, so Sean hasn't seen it yet. When I tell you one of the funniest niggas I know is this nigga right here, Sean Black. I can't wait to get his take on how unfunny this shit was. I can't wait to get his take.
All right, go ahead, Chrissy.
I'm gonna have a different opinion, and I feel like it's because I don't watch stand-up. So
we want to change that. Listen. The reason I say that, I know you don't particularly like stand-up.
I don't.
I think just like I said to Tim about the reveal thing and him having to watch Rothaniel and then readdress that opinion, right? We're going to have to watch a couple stand-ups before, and then we're going to have to readdress. But go ahead.
And I think that's why I don't have such a harsh opinion on it, because I don't like stand-up.
Right.
So when I started watching it, I honestly was confused. I didn't think it was stand-up because of the same reasons.
Oh, you talking about how she jumped off the pad?
Like I was like, oh, okay, I like this because it's not stand-up. Then I realized about halfway through it was supposed to be stand-up.
Yeah. I get that.
So all right, hold on. I actually, wrote notes for once. I laughed a few times, and I feel like I could relate to her. I didn't understand why she felt the need to do this big come out thing. I really didn't. But as somebody that has had similar experiences, like never telling people things and then feeling like the feeling of getting it off your chest.
Yes, right. Yeah.
I don't even think it was like, because like y'all said, like, okay, her husband was like, cool, me too. But I think I think it was just the idea of I've never gotten this thing off my chest, and I'm finally getting it off my chest.
Right.
That made it such a huge thing. Not so much that it was her husband. It's just like that was the person that made her feel safe enough to do it.
And it let it come out.
Right. But do I think it had to be like a almost like in powerful thing? No, that could have been mentioned like before that.
And the crowd wouldn't have batted an eye. I'm
telling you, like
not batted an eye.
I think that like when she was talking about her parents, like about that whole thing with it, I get it. Like my father does not understand. I tried to explain it to him, he doesn't get it. So like I'm not gonna bother, like I'm not gonna have those conversations because I already know that
your father's probably close to my age.
No,
he's in his 70s.
Oh no, I'm much older. I'm much older than him.
Yeah, Chris is around our age, B. Look, what you mean?
Whoa! Around whose age?
Oh, you went up there like
no, hold on, whoa, no, Eddie, we got
a range here.
Chrissy is 11 months younger than me.
There is a range.
Oh, then shut up. Then.
Yeah, like
I mean, she's the youngest one on the show, though.
No, I am a year and like 5 days younger than you.
I'm so see. That's why I said it. That's why I said it wrong. Because I wanted her to correct me to show you the little difference between our ages.
So 89. All right, bet. Go ahead.
88.
No, 88, nigga.
Oh shit. What the? Because I was thinking
we were born in 87.
We just have our birthday.
Remember,
our birthday is 4 days after mine.
I know. Okay, got it. So
right.
Still
5 days after yours. Okay.
No, like it ain't that far. Like, never mind.
Okay.
26 minus 21 is what?
15.
Go ahead, Chris.
I don't think I want to do this no more. So I feel like this would have been better done not presented as like a stand-up special, because there were things that actually, hit home as a Black woman. Like, I get it, like the whole acceptance thing, and I had put down that like her talking about like she had changed herself for so long or dulled herself down, and I was like, I did the same thing, so like I could relate on some things, but it wasn't funny. Like
point of order. That even means more. You need to watch more stand up, because
I don't.
That is not. Yeah, that's not how. That is the type of. Her issue wasn't.
It should have been an interview.
The things that could have been an interview.
Oh my God! If it was an interview,
here's the thing.
She'd have killed it.
The things that she addressed in the stand-up are absolutely things that people address in stand-up.
100%.
They just do it better.
They do it better than that.
Yeah.
But if that had been an interview, she'd have broken.
She'd have sat down.
She'd have sat down with that. Would have been.
She'd have sat down with Gail or something,
or Jon Stewart.
She'd have sat down with Jon Stewart. No, her and Gail doing that interview would have been.
She'd have broke the internet.
But I even put in my notes before it got to the part where I started laughing, because like I said, the first half I was like, okay, is this not stand up? Like, I'm confused. I said I don't think it was meant to be a regular stand up. I feel like this was her putting a piece of comedy into helping us understand her. So I go back to, it should have been an interview. Yeah. Like, that would have been perfect for an interview. I mean, not the talking about special education for like 30 minutes. Like, I was waiting for that part to be over. Like, okay, we get it.
That's the only reason I know it was 20 plus minutes. Because I'm like, yo, why is this still happening?
Right. Her transitions
were
at all.
Yeah.
Like, some of the stuff was connected, and then some of it wasn't.
She just
like
literally just jumped to something else.
Yeah, like she went from the special education. Okay, cool. She did it too long, but okay. Then she talks about her mom being illiterate. Okay, that fits.
Like, that fits.
But then she jumps to, I can't remember what she jumped to after that. Like,
I just remember another reason
being gay, and
I remember another reason why she fucked up her own continuity. I was special needs. I think it was a mistake.
Right.
And then goes on for 15 minutes to explain to us why it wasn't a mistake.
Right. And I just was like, okay, where are you going with this? Like, because one person I really used to love was Kevin Hart. And I used to like how he ended things. Like, I used to like his last joke. Yeah, like I loved it. So I was like waiting for her to do that. And then every time I thought she was about to do that, it wasn't that. And then when we got to the whole thing about like her pussy stinking, I really was confused. Like, why are we doing this? What is happening? Where did this come from? Like, okay, we're making a sex joke. Okay, funny. Okay, not funny anymore. Like, I was just confused. I didn't, like I said, though, I didn't mind. I didn't hate it like I thought I would, because I saw people talking about it like it was the most awful thing. So I was like, when he told me I had to watch it, I was like,
oh yeah, I didn't post about it. Right, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
I didn't post.
When he told me I had to watch it, I was like, no, I don't want to watch this because everybody's saying this shit. Like, I don't want to watch it. But
and the people that saying that are people that
bad.
probably watch stand up.
Yeah.
So this is what they're comparing it to.
Right.
So it makes sense that I wouldn't feel the same way because I don't watch stand up.
Right.
But again, it seemed like more of an interview. I chuckled, but like I wasn't in tears. I was waiting to be in tears laughing. Like, and I just wasn't.
And again, the thing that bothers me the most is after all the shit we had to go through during that conversation them years ago.
Right.
He was supposed to come back and be like, "Bah!
Stop
playing with me."
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, and like, okay, so there are stand-ups.
She ain't mentioned DL
once.
No, there are stand-ups I can watch where I can go back and like all of my friends will pull like stuff out from stand-up.
Yes. 100%.
We used to love watching Chappelle's show, so all of a sudden in our house we might bring up something from that or one of Kevin Hart's earlier stand-up. Exactly. There is nothing I can pull from this. Like
a pussy stank. That one
time. And is that what she really wants people to pull?
Right.
like seriously, like I was cringing through the whole. I was like, I gotta quit.
I just wouldn't have. It just didn't. That part specifically just didn't fit in. Like, I don't know. I would have just left it with the sex joke with the lollipop and just left it at that. Like I wouldn't have put that in there. But
and the thing is, she me and her are the same age, and she comes from the same era of Baltimore I came from.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of that shit just was really. It's really cringy to me, man. Like,
Eddie.
Can I start from the end?
I don't give a fuck where you start.
All right. So I was particularly mad at the same reasons y'all mad at.
Mm-hmm.
You should have went hard as fuck on them. You should have dragged them niggas to the fuck.
Oh my! What?
When you like her closing was, and I don't. Am I allowed to spoil this? Because we did give people a heads up.
No, we told them. No,
we told them.
She said, they said, "Oh, you're not a Dave Chappelle. You're not all these other names. You're not a Chris Rock."
Real quick. I will. She is not. Amy Schumer. No.
Yo, I hated that she added the Amy.
No. That was valid. No. That's valid because people were saying that. But fuck them. Amy Schumer. No, she don't belong in that list.
She don't belong on that list, Joe.
But I thought that's when she was gonna close on a hard note,
bruh.
And I was
it's I am Monique. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we know your fucking name, my nigga.
Yeah, like I don't.
We've been knowing your name, Moesha. Shut the fuck up.
No, it's Montague. I do remember that.
I remember that part because the white dude try to whatever. But I was that was disappointing.
I would love to know what elementary school is she?
That's a good question.
But also you got to understand, like the same way with Toom, I had to watch that shit in segments. I watched the first 30 minutes yesterday, and then the last this morning. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw the ending, I was like, "Oh, this is what she's gonna go in." But I didn't realize it was only an hour and 15 minutes long until I hit the pause button. I was like, I mean, I'm just saying it should have been less, but whatever. When I saw like where the timestamp was and where it's gonna, I'm like, "Oh, let's see if she goes in," but there's not enough time,
right?
And she didn't do that.
All right, real quick. It don't say elementary school or middle school, but she went to Milford Mill High, and she went to Morgan.
Milford Mill.
But it don't say elementary or
Bing is telling me the same thing now, and I don't really say elementary school.
Yeah.
Milford Mill, and I think
go ahead.
Didn't your mother work at Milford Mill? Which Milford Mill? Which school did your mom work at? It wasn't Milford Mill.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Old Mill.
So y'all know I don't be like heavily critical about shit.
Anything.
Oh, Cap.
No, that's
very critical about me. He's always talking about you know what I'm saying?
That's only because you be talking about me. All right, so it's fair. Anyway, when it came to this, I came into this like, yo, I didn't like what you did with the whole Netflix shit in the beginning. And now, ironically, now you got a Netflix special. This shit is supposed to be fire. In and out. So one of my first takes was, remember when she was walking on the stage and they had like the background, like, oh, Monique's not this and all that. I feel like a lot of those were doctored.
Except
for the Charlemagne one, because I'm like, yo, there was mad people.
So,
what those voices I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've seen clips and shit of people talking shit about her. I feel like somebody, you know what I'm saying? Not punches, but you know what I mean? Like they said it because it didn't sound like what was said in those interviews what she was talked about. You know what I mean? Except for the Charlemagne.
I don't know, yo.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I legitimately think, like, even if they were recreated for
no, what I'm saying, those things were said. I know those things were said.
Right.
And maybe there's stipulations where she couldn't put those actual things that were said, you know, in the special.
I doubt that.
So I will say this.
That's my.
I don't believe the crowd laughed. Like, I think that was all edits.
No,
there's no way. I saw belly roll, and I was like,
I was going to get that.
Y'all, that's cap. Like, that's cap.
For the first, my first instant was take was like, yo, we've all know that people was talking shit about you.
Yeah.
Use the real audible clips that they did. I thought the only one was Charlemagne's one because that's the one where she, you know, she like checked them and it went viral.
Right.
And then she comes out, everybody's applauding and all this shit. And what the fuck does 17 whoops mean? Because I don't know if y'all watch things on like what's it called, subtitles?
No, I don't use subtitles.
I have to because I can't see for shit. Sometimes
it depends if their audio was so trash.
Facts.
Sometimes some of the shows the audio be just not good. You know
so is 17 whoops a thing or
no? That's it.
So they counted the whoops that niggas.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I was thinking it might have been a thing.
No, they kept doing that. And they kept saying, because I watched with subtitles too, like person 5 laughs, or you know, it was weird.
Look at your face.
I'm not saying that it's doctored, but whatever. Anyway, so
they'll say they piped in crowd noise.
They piped in crowd noise. Yo, nobody was belly. Nobody. They wasn't. Yo,
listen. Times where they showed where they played the real audio, and then they would show the crowd. The audio ain't sound the same, fam, and not even in the same energy.
I'm just saying, bro. This is what I picked up on too. I don't believe. First of all,
and y'all know I don't nitpick on shit like that.
Some of the way some of these people was laughing at some of the stuff she was saying, I was like, nah, yo.
I ain't gonna hold you.
No,
I ain't gonna hold you. There was certain, like, I didn't laugh throughout the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? There was certain parts I laughed. I was like, oh, that's funny. Like, that's some typical black nigga.
I think
humor shit, you know what I'm saying?
Shit real weird, yo.
I think Dave Chappelle performed there before, and they took clips.
Stupid. Shut up.
That
shit. What I mean is the first sentence you said made it seem like you never laughed once during the but then you said I laughed a couple times. And I know what you meant.
No. I said I didn't laugh like throughout the shit.
Right, I know.
But there was parts where I laugh. I'm like, oh, that's funny. But it wasn't like holding my chest like, oh shit.
Yeah, at no point.
Like I gotta run it back to hear it again so I can laugh again. I was just like, oh, that joke was a joke. I'm not gonna remember what that joke was though.
I was more like, yo, she finally told a joke.
Yeah, but
what you just did there was fun. That's the most I laughed more at what you just did.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like with like songs that you hear and hip hop and shit. Like, oh, I heard that once. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to run it back and hear it again.
Except for this wasn't cool. But what I'm saying is, you then don't go and compare that name. Take Amy Schumer out of that list.
Yeah,
but take her out of that list. But the rest of them names,
you can't compare yourself to the rest of them after you just put that on stage.
Not after that.
And I still got more takes because I don't want to like have the same takes as y'all because there was other shit that I noticed.
No, say what you.
She was talking like so slow at times and they just kept reiterating shit by cursing. It was like, yo, you already told that joke. We get it.
It wasn't a joke.
We get it.
Well, yeah, I must say it probably wasn't a joke.
It probably wasn't a joke.
Then make it connect to the next thing. And then I didn't really like what Chrissy and y'all was saying, like with the special ed shit.
Yeah.
My whole thing was like, why were you you never explained why you were in special ed in the first place. You just said you don't know.
Well,
there was no letter.
I will say this: during that era, they used to call those classes DEC.
Yeah, DEC.
Yeah, that's facts.
And the kids used to say dummies eating chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, see that? No, that's new. My generation. It was dumb educated children.
I never heard dummies eating chicken.
I never. Yeah,
like one of my friends said, you know when they called special ed DEC, and I said, yeah, dumb educated children, and they were like, no, dummies eating chicken, and I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah, that happened after when I was in there.
But then
dummies eating chicken. First of all, chicken is delicious. We're not doing that.
You ain't got to be dumb to eat chicken and like it.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that.
But what I'm saying is like, yo, she was talking about from the 7th grade and up, she was in special ed. So in the 1st grade up to the 6th, then you must have been doing a lot of shit wrong. Like, I'm just mad that she ain't speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
doing a lot of shit wrong.
You can't tell me that, you just got dropped into special ed
well, you went
just cause. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't believe that either. But back then though, I don't know if they still continue to do that. Some of the people that was in there, they were in there because they were problems.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not that they were necessarily dumb. It's teachers didn't know how to reach them. And that's the other thing. A lot of them motherfuckers in there whoop your motherfucking ass.
Yeah,
stop
that's
playing.
why she was talking about the
stop
from East Baltimore.
Bro, that's the other thing.
They might be retarded. They might be special ed, but they can fight.
That's one of the parts I laughed.
Yo, she was not lying about. He said they're from the east side. I was like, I know what she's about to say. I know what she's about to say.
And then with the head strap and helmet thing, after like it was so drawn out. Like I was like,
Haru is in the building.
I was like, yo, that part's funny. The whole, yeah, I could talk without my helmet on. That part was funny to me. But all the other like extra shit, it was just I don't know. I think
it's like what Chrissy said earlier when she said because she doesn't watch stand up. Those people that watch stand up, we are accustomed to a certain level, especially when we watch the masters do it.
Right,
and it's supposed to be
a
master.
She was spoken in the conversation of that, particularly by her more rabid fans during that era when everybody was going at her. Her rabid fans got online and they was getting it in. They was like, no,
hold on. It's not. Let me be clear. It's not just her fans. Remember the Kings of Comedy?
Yes.
She headlined the Queens of Comedy. Like
she sure did. Yeah.
This type of shit. Like, so what do we?
But my thing is, and then she just kept repeating jokes after she made the joke.
They weren't jokes.
Well, shit, everybody was laughing like they were.
No,
and I'm sitting there like,
that crowd was not there.
That's what I'm saying. But
it was no.
I feel like there was a laugh track like in fucking Family Matters. That's what I feel. Because I've literally seen a part where the dude was cackling and all that shit, but the audio did not match the cackling.
I saw it, bro. And again, she'll say something, and then they'll cut to the audience.
Yeah.
And they what? And I'm like, wait a minute, what? That's not even the someone right, bro. Someone right.
And then the whole part, like this is what really pissed me off. And maybe I cannot speak on this, but when she talked about strong black woman, she built them up really well, and then teared all of them down.
I think you misunderstood that.
I mean, I might have that. I mean,
her point was, y'all want to call me difficult. I was raised by difficult people.
Yeah,
that's why I'm difficult. That wasn't her doing it was one of those things where like in spite of your flaws, I'm still proud of you type thing. It wasn't like she was making them seem like they were the best version a black person could
no, because she dead ass did not make it seem like that from the get-go.
Right. No, no. So, yeah. It was
I do take some issue with being raised by difficult people. Can mean that you grew up to be difficult, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that.
Right.
It doesn't have to be that, bro.
Because the same way that she said she learned from other experiences and all that other shit.
We all do.
But now
we all should.
And maybe I can't ask that question because I'm not talking to her directly, but why not from that? Like, because she's at the end, she was like, "Oh, it is what it is," which I did feel that. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. What can you do? Da da da.
See,
but then you
sometimes there are things you can do.
See that?
No, but I'm saying but she says it is what it is. But the thing that I feel like you don't do is keep harping on that, like, oh, this is why. Just be like, yo, like,
and you're an adult,
and then make it seem like that's the reason, like, yo, but that might be the reason. But what you could do is not be like that either.
Yo, right. I gotta say, when I hear adults,
am I off?
Go back to their child. No, you're not. But when I hear adults go back to their childhood for some things, I get it. For other things, though, I'll be looking at y'all like, so you ain't make no effort at all. Because now you got to deal with other people out here in the work world and the adult world
that are different from the people that you grew up around.
Like, the amount of selfishness that it takes to say, yes, I am universally recognized as difficult and trash, but I'm not going to change because fuck y'all. That's just the way I was.
That's
the amount of selfishness with that is quite honestly like appalling to me as an adult, because I could so very much lean back on some of that dumbass shit I was doing back then. Well, look, man, that's just the way I was. But I'll be 54 in a couple of weeks. If I was to say, if I was still doing the dumb shit that I did at 20 years old, at 54, and then told y'all, look, man, that's just what I was, y'all would look at me like I had lost my goddamn mind.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, she's off with that, and she has a lot of fans. Well, I think so.
No, she got a lot of fans.
So that could influence them to be trash just like that. Like what? Like that's what she said. It is what it is. But now once that she said it is what it is, but I can still change myself though. Just because I'm the product of this environment doesn't mean that I have to deal with life as that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what bothered me. Like, because I'm a product of environments. I've done shit, been through shit, and I feel like I've changed a lot.
Right.
And it's
been
you're
not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me
because I know like what I did in my past. Special. I don't want to be that right now.
Like, no.
Like I'm a new me. Like you. Like if you ever like even people in my past. If you meet me now, like yo, the person I was back then is not me now.
Yo,
she's saying I'm still the
for
same.
years, and you're not the same Addy from 2011. People supposed to.
I wasn't jacking that. And then let me just close out another synopsis. The whole thing with her gay uncle, which I'm not holding. I just was hoping like it would be more funny. I thought it would end on like
we was hoping that for the whole
like the ending ended up fucking some niggas up, but it just ended up him being drunk in the crib and not doing nothing about that shit. Period. Like
it was meant to pull at heartstrings. I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's
how I felt about the whole special. It was
I just wanted to laugh.
I feel like there was no conclusion in any fucking joke. Like
I just wanted to laugh. I
mean,
except that her pussy stank.
Like, and even with the pussy,
that was literally the only conclusion.
No, but like yo, the pussy stank thing. It was like you don't smell your own shit. I'm just saying, like.
She could have been nose blind.
No, to be fair.
No, listen. All I'm saying is, if you because she said that her husband said, you left at this time in the morning, been out all fucking day, body sweat.
Okay.
And the first thing you want to ask me, lick my lollipop.
But
that nigga was smart for saying no. You know what I'm saying?
Don't think about that.
And they should,
I promise you. It's not a thing though.
And the way that
she wasn't wild for that.
Set it up, the way she set it up. Also, remember she had the weed, so she was just feeling horny. Came home and was like, "This is what I want." Like she wasn't thinking like, "Oh, I have been out all day." Like that's not in your mind when you want what you want.
That's fact.
But
I mean, I get that, but.
And nigga, I know for a fact you done ran the street. I know this nigga in Miami then ran the street out there playing full court basketball, and then some chick he was trying. Hey yo, I know you did.
So you saying that I never took a shower before I had some shit pulled?
Nobody said never.
Nobody said never.
But we know you've done it without taking a shower.
Nigga, you was on the block.
That's not realistic, bro. That's not how people think.
No, but my thing is this. She was saying like this is like What she's saying, like she was never taught that you have to be hygienic, right?
No, that is not.
But then she said she
said.
was. That's the crazy.
That's what I'm
part.
saying.
That's
Like she said.
No, that part.
Her mother and other people never told her.
herself.
And then she.
Yeah.
So why? So don't be mad at me for being confused for her.
No, nigga. No. You're confusing two different things. That
she was confusing.
That part you're not confused about. That part you were 100% on about. The part that I'm talking about is you talking about how can she not? No, that's not how people think. When people are in a situation where they're about to take advantage.
Let me ask you this. So throughout that whole day, she ain't take a piss?
I don't know, nigga.
But the thing is,
I'm sure.
But again, hold on, wait. So you're saying that after you piss, you take a shower?
No, that's not what I was saying.
Okay, wait. So you're saying that after you piss, before you have sex, you take a shower?
That's not what I'm saying either.
So what was the point of that question?
No, he's saying
Is
she
that
didn't
why
smell herself when she went to go
That's
to the
what he's
bathroom.
trying to say.
Yeah, and then she was surprised
But
that her
at that
man was
point,
like,
she
yo.
might not have smelled that way.
Facts.
Also, keep in
You don't know how many
mind,
times she pissed in the day?
keep in mind, he didn't even smell her when he said it. It was an
Right.
observation.
He didn't
based
know.
on-
He
Exactly.
already knew that she was out all day.
Right.
So like, if you out all day, you know, like you might be kind of musky.
Yo. But me thinking
Get
about
fresh.
something, if you and I, listen, Eddie, if you and I are having a conversation, right, and I think of something that hasn't occurred to you yet, that's common.
Yeah, it is.
That's not weird. That happens all the time.
And
No,
he
I didn't say
proved
it's
his
weird.
Especially
point.
because
Did I say it was
he was
weird?
going to be. Yes, you said that's
Okay,
why
well,
would
then
she?
my bad.
Because it doesn't affect her.
Right.
It affects him. So it's going to his mind.
Hold up. His face is going to be in the place.
Right.
And
exactly.
that's why
It's,
he's
it's
like,
not off.
Hold
It's not off for her to not think about that.
It's not
It would
like
be off
Hey, yo.
for him to not think about that.
Matter of
It's
fact,
not like
from
she
a woman's
said-
from a woman's
You out of
perspective,
line.
it's not like she said climb on top of me and have sex with me.
Right.
She wanted him to lick it.
Right.
Like
his face
in the
in
plate.
it.
Right.
That's
Right.
different, dog.
It's different. It's a whole
And you've been
different,
out all day.
doing
I
cartwheels
know
and
you
shit.
sweating.
Ain't nobody.
She said she was running up and down stairs for her kids and the people in the, you know what I mean? Like, yo,
no, I think his description though was like that was probably the part that made me laugh the most. Like you
His
done came in here with upstairs, downstairs,
yeah.
and you want me to do what?
Yo, I'm
No.
telling you, I'm saying it as a pejorative, jokingly. That was the best joke of the special.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
telling you,
it was.
it
I
was
like
the
the
most
way-
well put together joke.
I like the
of
way
special.
y'all said it better. But
Well, okay, nigga.
I'm just
But
saying, bro.
Still, it was the most well put together actual joke of the special.
It was.
It actually had
It's
a
only
complete
because we all
resolution to
understand-
the story.
it had a
We all understand,
Yeah.
like, yo, we're not
It had
touching
a
on
built
that
up-
me that could be potentially funky. Like,
But no, the point of
We are so
the point of the
stuck.
story. See, you
Yes.
stuck on that.
Yes.
The point of the story
Of course.
was, nigga. The point of the story was she was saying, I thought I was infallible.
Right.
I thought I
Right.
was the shit. I couldn't
Right.
do nothing wrong. And then I was humbled one day.
Yeah.
And so with this person, I'm no longer that person anymore.
So yeah,
That's
he
the
should-
point of the story.
Which is
He could
crazy as fuck that that's the
Hey, listen.
it took
listen.
what I'm saying. It took that. Oh, okay,
No,
fine,
see,
it's
now
cool.
you're being too literal. Now you're stepping
that's-
outside of the
That's why I
realm of a
stopped
stand-up
and said
special.
it's cool. Dude. Like,
No,
it's
but
cool.
in fairness to Addie, she stepped outside of the realm.
No,
of
that's true.
comedy success.
But-
I don't know what the fuck.
But hold up. I always say you cannot you can, but it's not fair to complain about something that somebody tells you is going to happen. Like if I tell you, if I'm a movie, for prime example, MCU,
Mhm.
it's a franchise.
Yeah,
It is
100%.
a franchise. One franchise. In my new movie, I'm going to reference some shit that happened in the past,
other
and I'm going to
exactly.
tease some shit that's going to happen in the
I've been
future.
future, right?
You watching this movie and being like, "Damn, I can't believe they always." No, they told you.
They told you
Because
that's
it's a
what about.
franchise.
Yeah.
So you know that this is going to happen. You
Yeah,
can
but
ignore it or
But
not.
she told us this was a comedy special.
Well, no, wait. She told us this is a comedy special. So the point Addie was about to make doesn't
Mhm.
work. Now she also told us it was a comedy special, so it should have been funny.
Right.
But I mean, hey.
But
she was
again,
wrong
listen,
about that part.
Napalm asked, so basically y'all saying the special not worth it. I'm not gonna tell you that. Because like I said before, when I started my shit, everybody got a different sense of humor.
Absolutely.
So you might watch that shit and feel on the floor laughing. But me, that shit had
for me in my house.
I was ready to quit. Like I'm never doing another Black Culture Geeks again.
And listen. I'm gonna end my take the way I started it.
Mm-hmm.
You should have went harder.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I was like, wait, we coming back to niggas be hoes?
No,
like...
we can still go on, but nah, niggas be hoes. And matter of fact, that is an example of niggas being hoes.
Oh, God.
You had the chance
to shut everybody fucking mouth up.
You feel me? She, like, I remember there was a point where she talked about, what they were saying about me in the past. She started out with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That closer should have been like that. Like, fuck you too, Netflix, for not fucking with me when you knew eventually or inevitably you would suck my dick. She ain't doing none of that.
Instead, and her pussy stinking.
But the thing is, even if she did that, Netflix would still fuck with her because Netflix makes jokes.
Netflix understands.
Yeah, because Netflix makes jokes on themselves in their own fucking Netflix series.
Their fucking YouTube channel is called Netflix is a Joke.
Right.
So that's why I was disappointed when she was just saying other people's names like, but my name is Monique. I'm like, yeah, but we already knew that. But whatever.
You can try that and make that an affirmation if you want, but I gotta say, sis, this ain't it.
That ain't it. My nigga, like, at all.
And I told I'm mad because, like, there's a part of me that definitely want to see her go up there and just not hit that baseball and knock that shit out the park, and then all these motherfuckers. Now you know we're gonna see what Charlamagne has
all the names that she named,
except for Amy Schumer.
All the names that she named, and all that was talking shit about her, or people that was talking shit about her in their defense. Like, yo, you should have brought all that shit up.
The only person she mentioned was Lee Daniels, and that was somebody that she had made up with.
She already reconciled with.
Right.
So now you can't make those shows. All right, bet. It's pussy shit. I don't like it. And it's cool.
Well, her pussy does stink.
See, this is
niggas is hoes and they pussy stink. So that's what this should be. That was your takeaway. Niggas is hoes and pussy stink.
No, I had to hit it with my loves because
Napalm asked on a scale from Chris Rock to Dean Cole. Dion Cole, excuse me.
Man, ain't no rating.
That's a terrible scale.
It's the wrong scale.
Yeah, I would say Ben Shapiro.
Oof. He's not even a comedian. Jesus fucking.
Oh no, actually, you know what? I'm tripping. Ben Shapiro says things that I find way more comical than this.
Yeah, because he says dumb shit that we already know that's fucking funny is wrong. That's why we're laughing. We're laughing because it's actually funny.
And he says it like this. Wow, because I'm that the part that makes me laugh.
You sound like fucking Heathcliff and shit. Fuck out my face.
Facts don't care about your feelings. Like, that's how he sounds when he talks. So
I mean.
With his punk ass.
It's a pretty good impersonation.
Hands and feet on that nigga.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. I just
so crazy. Bro.
I like I said, I was rooting for her. I was the first person on here. I was the first person on here to say, Monique, you wrong.
Right.
You ain't Dave.
I remember.
You ain't Chris.
I remember.
I said that on this very show.
And then
she ain't do what she was supposed to.
That's my thing. Like for instance, prime example.
She thought she ate.
Chris Rock's special that just came out. Mm-hmm. No matter how anybody feels about the special,
right?
He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, that was his job. He did that.
And Monique did not.
And
all this beef with DL that you've been having, all this talk about
that should have been. She should have buried DL,
like all this shit, and you didn't touch on any of it.
None of it.
And here's a parallel that I think too that did not escape me. So years ago when Dave Chappelle did not accept that money, and he left, people in the industry was talking shit. He crazy. He lost his mind. He did this. He did it. You know what I'm saying? So, but his fan base was still very strong. People still was watching old episodes of his show and talking about his stand-up. And the fans always kept him like top whatever, right? It was in the industry, was the ones kind of talking shit. This is very similar to Monique's situation because her fan base was still, Monique is that one. She the one. I don't know what y'all talking about, but it was the industry that was saying you ain't shit.
Right. The difference is when Dave came back,
he killed shit. He came back.
He said, let me show you why. Keep my name out of your mouth.
Right.
He came back and he murdered it.
He's fallen off a cliff since with
during the course of it, he
stayed a little too slowly. Long. Yeah,
he stayed a little too long. Started saying certain shit, right?
Shit that he should never have said.
And we've castigated him on this show about that shit, right? But the reality is, when he did make his comeback, he killed.
Masterful.
Because even
shut a lot of mouths.
Yeah, even when it came to the Dave Chappelle being on Netflix shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like
that's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, Monique ain't do that, and that's why that shit was like I was expecting her to do that.
If she had her,
even when she brought up the whole "I come from strong black woman" shit, I thought she was going to expound on how she was a strong black woman in that situation.
Yeah, but you running around on this nigga daddy. So what I'm gonna say is, quite frankly, Monique, I expected better. Even though I was not a huge fan of your stand-up, but you did have stand-ups that I thought was funny. So, I expected better. I hope you do better, especially now that, apparently you're back in good graces, I guess, with them. So maybe, they'll let you drop another one and, you'll have better jokes and you won't be as, like, you seem like you was trying really hard. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
You seem like you was trying really hard.
She was just flowing.
And it didn't seem like it was a smooth. I glide on the stage on you.
Matter of fact, I feel like those jokes weren't like she made them. I think it was like on the fly.
She might not be in the best headspace. And I don't know if she has writers. I hope that that's not what she's paying somebody to give her. And shit. I hope that's not. Well, if she wrote this herself, maybe she's not in that best headspace. Maybe she need to go and invest. Tell daddy to go pay what he handles the finances and shit too, right?
That's facts.
That's true. Tell him to go and hire some writers. Then you practice it because you're a great actor. I gotta admit, I like you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but go do that and then memorize that shit and then come out there, do another one and knock us all down. But right now, you might need to sit down a bit. I know you got to promote it, but I really don't. There's no interviews I really want to see you do right now because the shit wasn't funny. Now, if this had been an interview, then I would have wanted to see more interviews and it would have sparked me to want to see the stand up. I'd have been like, yo, she went
because
crazy.
She expressed a lot of things that, like, if you do it in a stand-up, you don't express it that way because there was a lot of crying and all like that shit was off to me because I've watched stand-ups before and I don't see a lot of that shit. Like I see people get emotional and all that, but it always ends on a joke, not the joke that you repeated before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I'm not trying to be heavily critical on a black comedian that's a woman. It's just it is what it is.
I'm giving her the respect of her experience,
right,
and her professionalism.
Listen,
that's why she's getting the criticism.
I love Issa, love her. I'm not rooting for everybody black.
Me either.
You got to be good.
Yeah,
I need you to be good. Like,
when I saw like the tweets and stuff, that's what I was afraid was happening. Like them not giving her credit because she's a woman,
right?
And like even when y'all first started talking, y'all were talking about all the cussing. Like my first thoughts was, well, the men do it, but I had to remember. I had to remember I don't watch stand up, so because
there's a way to do that,
right? Like I was like, okay, I'm not going to automatically think. See, and that's where I think people have it mixed up with the whole sensitivity thing. Like I could have been like. I could have said that earlier, but then I was like, wait, I don't watch stand-up. So because I have that knowledge that I don't do something, I'm not going to be like, oh, y'all are just saying that because she's a woman. No, I don't have
I'll try to say this.
Other women comedians have done it much
absolutely
better.
Much better. I'll try to say it like this without you. Obviously, we gonna start introducing you slowly to some good stand-up. But outside of that, another way to try to get you to understand this. Monique was having a conversation with some niggas that she used to know. there was nothing structured about the way that she was doing it.
Right.
That's my issue with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Say all the motherfuckers in the world that you want to say.
Right.
All of my favorites.
Curse
a lot.
All of them.
Hip hop.
Except for Robin Williams. I don't think Robin Williams cursed a whole lot. He cursed
stand-up. No, in the stand-up, he got dirty.
Yeah, that's true.
In his stand-up, he wasn't as bad as Bob Saget. But
he wasn't as bad as Bernie. Yo.
No, see, Bernie is one of my favorites. Bernie would always throw in a motherfucker.
Always.
But Bernie wouldn't again. What up, cuz? He wouldn't say a joke. Well, joke or not joke, whatever. Say it for the sake of brevity. We're gonna say joke.
Right.
See, Bernie didn't say a joke, then repeat the joke with a nigga or a bitch in it.
Yeah.
Then repeat the same joke with a motherfucker. It's like, no,
we got the joke the first time. We don't need your reiteration. Like,
you're padding it, and it's like there's a way to do all of that shit, and it's not that men do it better.
No, Sinbad didn't curse. That's true.
That's true.
Now, you can be funny. Don't get me wrong. You can be funny with cursing.
Because Sinbad was hilarious.
Absolutely. But my point is.
But I do. Fucking
Monique's whole thing used to be skinny bitches.
We expect that.
That was fine.
Yeah, we expect that from her.
Yeah, ain't nobody.
How you do it?
It's just the way that she did it in this special was terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just say, like, I'm happy that she didn't get on the skinny bitches shit though on this special.
She could actually. I would have been fine with that.
Yeah, I was looking for that.
The reason I would have been fine with that is because
that's
your brand.
Yeah.
Use what got you here. Absolutely. If she would, like, I wouldn't have wanted her to like do a 20-minute on it.
Oh hell no. just like a little sequel.
Yeah, just a little jab.
And little skinny bitches that are
If she'd have said something, blah blah blah, and then just looked at the crowd real quick, because skinny bitches.
Right.
Boom.
I would have fucked with that.
That'd have been perfect. That'd have been perfect.
But if she did a whole 20-minute segment, I'd be like, oh
yeah, no.
It would have been a special education with skinny bitches.
Yeah, no. That's too much. You're doing too much.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean, like, this shit to me, like, it was mid. Like, I cackled a few times, but I was like,
I never cackled.
I chuckled. Well, when I say
chuckled a time or two.
Well, I mean, chuckle. I'm like, ha.
Yeah.
I get like, I get.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
I get where he was going, but
I get why they were supposed to. Be
when you kept going on, then you lost me. Brought it back because I already laughed at that before. Can you hear this shit and move to something else?
No, I just want.
You already landed.
But I think I just wanted to laugh. Like, all right, so I've been watching stand-up for a long time, and I know the ones that hit me right where I am missing some of the shit he's saying or she's saying because I'm still laughing at the last shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I just wanted that. I'm saying,
because I did that shit like with the last two ones that y'all showed me. The one that I did with that y'all showed me to watch was the Martin Lawrence one. I read a,
Was that it? I ain't never tell you watch no Martin Lawrence special.
Not Martin
Lawrence. You mean Marlon Wayans?
Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans. It was Marlon.
Yeah, I'm not a big comedic fan either like that, like Chrissy, but I watched it when y'all tell me to. So that shit made me run his shit back.
That shit was funny.
That shit was hilarious. And I also thought he was violent like a motherfucker. But
I mean, that's what the Wayans do.
That is literally the best I have ever seen him. I've seen.
Oh no, that was his best.
Some old shit.
That was his best stand up.
I might watch that again today or listen to it again today.
That was absolutely his best stand up.
That's pretty good. Gotta give it to him. With that. It just but this Monique, if you ever come across this,
she won't.
This ain't.
I mean, we from Baltimore.
We from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't it. Sis. This ain't it. So, but I'm
back to the drawing board.
I'm still rooting for you to come back.
Oh, also, hold up. Why she ain't do her last one in Baltimore?
No, see, here's wait.
No, I mean, I'm not throwing shots. I'm just asking.
No. You're reminding me of something I saw about the Chris Rock joint, because it happened to be it was in Baltimore. So people were like, "Well, why didn't he do it in Philly?" Yeah, because this entire thing is not about Will Smith. Like it's not. It's not. Chill. And so with the Monique thing, it didn't really matter where it was. Like it wasn't. Nothing about it was like she mentioned that she was from Baltimore once or twice in the special, but it wasn't like nothing really about Baltimore.
What was it?
And also, I
Hold up, was it a tour or was it just like a one?
I don't know.
Show
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I would like to think that she did do what Dave did and a few other comedians do when they're about to do something big. They test their material in smaller clubs. To see shit, but
I kind of feel like maybe she didn't.
I don't think she did.
That's Atlanta.
I don't think she did either.
I don't think Atlanta has small clubs like that unless it's like a hole in the wall. You know.
Here's the other thing. I don't really get on her about not doing it in Baltimore because if you know anything about history of Monique in Baltimore, she loved Baltimore. They gave her when she was there, and they had a little comedy club there. When she was there, it was a love thing. Like it was never she's even mentioned it in other interviews after when she got big. She was like, y'all can't tell me nothing about Baltimore because they showed out for me.
That was the only thing. That was another thing that stuck out. Like why it wasn't in Baltimore.
But that's why I don't blame her for it because she gave. Yeah, they did.
But I do get that. Like, do it in another spot where you know people might not necessarily just show you love of the strength that you from where they from. I get that part.
And also when you get to a certain point of stardom, nobody cares.
It don't matter. Yeah,
like nobody's gonna care where Eddie Murphy was from. When Eddie Murphy come to town to do his shit, like they're gonna be like, that's Eddie Murphy. Right. After you get past the same thing for Monique. Yeah, Monique is.
But I ain't gonna lie. I think Chris Rock did that shit in Baltimore for a reason though.
Why?
Because of Jada.
Yeah.
Oh.
But again,
like, I'm just saying, I feel like that was the biggest flex he could do.
Yeah, but I got to tell y'all,
I don't think it matters.
I don't think the reason why I don't think it matters too, as far as the Jada,
it don't matter, but I think he was probably being strategic.
But I'm saying, at what point, like, especially now, currently, in Jada's whole persona, now, does she seem like does she come off like a Baltimore? Because she's not to me, not anymore. That maybe years ago when she was on a different world or some shit.
No, I'm saying, but it's like, yo, a nigga like already did this thing.
She's kind of horty-torty now.
Like,
I'm trying to say to you.
I was fronting on you on the Grammys. Now I'm in front of you in your city. What's up? Like,
no, I hear you, but I just don't think that's what it was.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about.
I don't think the city.
It might not be.
I don't think the city was going to ride like that. I don't think so. Like maybe I'm wrong. I haven't lived in Baltimore in quite a long time, but I don't think the city was going to ride for Jada.
Like I
don't think
so. I'm not saying
not at this point.
Not at this point.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have, but I just feel like Chris was like, shit, I'll do it and be more. Fuck it.
I think that was more happenstance.
Okay, I mean,
than any concerted effort, because the first time I think that he made those jokes, he was in New York.
Yeah, yep.
So like he was in the Garden, I think, and it was like, okay, this is interesting. What are you building towards? And blah blah blah. The rest is history.
Palm said he said it in the special that it was purposely done.
Okay,
he's talking about Rock.
He got to be talking about,
because I think that's what because I think Brock did mention that though.
I don't remember that, but
could be.
If he did, then
I don't think
it still didn't make
no appreciation.
It makes no difference. Literally no difference.
But I'm just saying, like, if it was purposely, I can understand why.
No, I would get why.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying like it'll make the shit better or anything. It's
so there's a thing where I can understand why you did a thing, but I can't understand why you would think that thing would be effective. And this is one of those. Right. Like, if it was intentional, I can understand why he did, but I don't get why he would think it mattered.
And mind you, I never said like it made it bigger. I'm just saying,
not like, you, nigga, him.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like if he did do it on purpose, I don't understand why you would think that it would matter. Like it would, for that purpose, it would have been more effective if you did it in Philly.
Agreed.
Because again, Will's
the
one that slapped you.
This is the other thing. Will is the bigger star in this scenario. Like he is Will Smith, and that's Jada. Jada's done some movies and some TV shows. True. This is Will fucking Smith. If anything, if you wanted to have the impact, do it in Philly.
But maybe he could have done it in Philly.
No, he could have done it. It's Chris Rock. He could have done it.
I mean, he could, but shit.
No. He could have done it.
You remember when Jada did this shit,
and nobody would have did shit.
Nobody would have did it.
It wouldn't have mattered. Listen. In stand up, right? There are times when people, if you look at some of Dave Chappelle shit, there are times where the comic does things that they specifically know they're going to get booed for.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
They don't avoid that shit. Like they are like you got think of them like you think of you or like you think of Tomb as far as rapping. They are masters of their craft. Right. They know everything. They know what this tweak is going to do. Right. They know what this tweak is going to do.
They know how to pull emotion. Whatever emotion they want to get from the crowd, they know how to get that shit.
If he would have did that joke, that last 5 minutes in Philly, and people would have booed him, he wouldn't have folded. He would have knew exactly. He would have expected them to boo. Yeah. And if they didn't boo, it would have just been a bonus.
Yep.
Like, nah, Chris, it's like this is one of the things I fussed about when we did that episode. All these people talking about Chris Rock now, blah, blah, blah. That's Chris Rock. Like, y'all can act like y'all want to act and talk about relevance and all. You don't even gotta like him. This motherfucker, his tour in 2008 was the biggest comedy tour of all time at that point.
Right.
That's not nobody. Right. He can do whatever the fuck he wants in these comedy streets.
He would have literally went down Philly, and they'd have booed when he wanted them to boo, and they'd have laughed when they wanted them to laugh. Because It's not like he's not a rapper. Like so if a rapper's beefing with a prominent rapper from a specific town, and then they go to that town, that's it. He's the comedian,
that's all I was saying. Like, so I don't know much about comedy like that, so I'm just
Yeah, it's a different expectation.
I'm just saying, like, my comparisons could be totally wrong and are totally wrong.
I'm gonna say totally wrong. I would say slightly off,
and that's fine. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's you're not, but you're not wrong for making the parallel, because I know people that will, like, whatever particular art form that they engage in, they will try to project whatever methods they use there when they try to do a new one. Right. And it doesn't, and a lot of times it's not a one-to-one. There's some parts that might fit that, but other parts that don't. I had to learn that with fiction writing. Like, most of the shit that I learned as a rapper does not apply to writing this fiction, but there are pieces.
There's some things that
do right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stay in there.
If he'd have went down there, they'd have laughed when he wanted them to laugh. Nobody would have rolled up on him. First of all, Will had that was a special situation. Right. Will, and then after that, trust me,
at the end of the day, though, like, security would have been beefed up.
That's what I'm saying.
You saw what happened to the dude that ran up on Dave.
Yeah, that was a whole different story. Let's take that nigga to the hospital.
They beat the shit out. That picture of that dude when he went on the gurney with his arm off. They beat the shit out of him.
He fucked him up, and that's what they did. That's exactly.
Matter of fact, it happened to a couple other comedians after the Oscars, and a couple of those people, every one of them, they felt the wrath.
Like
you can't do that. The Oscars was a very special situation.
You better come in there with a gang, nigga. It need to be your whole set. You're gonna play on that stage. It's gonna happen to you. Like a little club, a little dinky hole in the walls. Yeah, it can be. I performed in a hole in the walls. There isn't really not much security in that motherfucker. So if you come in there about 10
unless
niggas,
you bring your own security.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You come in there with 10 niggas. And you want to run up on that stage,
you might be able to make it.
You might be able
to make it.
Yeah, but
at these bigger places,
no. You better come with an army, like a whole battalion. He got beat badly, yo.
Yeah, it was terrible. Like, his arm did things that your arm should never do. Eddie, come back so we can end.
Yeah, we need you back here right now.
You're kind of a part of the outro.
We need to do the outro. Because you're not here, and
like, I don't understand where'd you went. Like,
I'm trying to figure out he left.
Yeah, like,
did he have some stand up?
But he's the only one that's right-handed. Why he left?
The rest of us didn't land it.
No, yeah, it ends in the perfect way with lefties.
I mean, we need you to preach on the statutes of niggas being hoes.
Yeah, facts. That's how that's supposed to end. It's supposed to end with that. Niggas is hoes. You know what I'm saying?
You probably went to the bathroom.
You the twos, and we the.
Okay. All right. I understand and appreciate it. I understand and appreciate what you just did.
I'm just saying.
Like, so I can finish eating the rest of this.
And then
I don't know why you waited.
Yeah, we eat on this show.
On camera.
We eat on this show. We already set the precedent years ago.
No, you set the precedent. Yeah.
Shut up, nigga.
Yeah, we followed.
You be eating chips and shit.
We followed.
Fuck out of here. So anyway,
niggas is hoes.
We went. There we go. That's what I was looking
for.
There
we go. That's how we wanted. All right, cool.
That's exactly what we needed.
We want to thank everybody once again for joining us on this Saturday morning cartoon block. We had the Hanna-Barbera, the Tom and Jerry. You know what I'm saying? We had everybody. You know what I'm saying? On the show. We appreciate y'all once again. Want to definitely make sure we give our shout outs and do our business. So do not forget to go check out Heard It Through the Grapevine podcast with Chrissy. And we want to thank Chrissy once again for showing up. It's always family time. Chrissy show up. Also,
got me back in here.
we dragged her back in. Also, Addie is doing a bunch of content now, so you're gonna want to go and add yourself to any of his social media platforms. And this motherfucker SBJ is really on some bullshit right now.
Tomorrow, the rollout starts tomorrow.
He's on some bullshit. I've seen some of his little rollout pieces and shit. Now I'm really mad. That he got that good with the shit that he was doing. But, you know, it is what it is with that. Also, don't forget to go check out my man Jaded Nerd's channel. Check out my man Super Sci Guys, Metas and Mutants. Absolutely. Check out the Multi-World Entertainment channel. Also go check out the Majestic Comics channel. And if you feel it in your spirit to want to go support Majestic Comics, go check out our Patreon.
Facts.
That helps us produce the comic book and do all the things that we need to do. And we really appreciate all of you that have joined already, because we could not have done all the stuff that we did without you.
Right.
So for my man SPJ, my guy Adequate, my sister Chrissy,
hey,
I am Tombstone the Dead Man, and for the greater multi-world entertainment family,
gang.
we are out.
And niggas is hoes.